Hello, how's it going? I think I did everything I was supposed to, but we're gonna find out today. We're gonna find out as the stream starts. Hi, I know the mic is far away. I don't feel like bringing it closer to me just yet. I need a playlist first. Let's do our Discover Weekly. It's the start of the week. Let's start with that. Jazzy, okay. Bring you down a little bit. Okay, let's move the mic a little bit closer. Alright, hello. Alright, hi. Hi, hello. Oh my gosh. Hi, hi. Hi. I'm probably quiet because I moved the mic. The mic is further away than it used to be. The mic is, in fact, further away than it used to be. Yeah, I just moved it a little bit closer. I used to be, like, pressed up against the mic, and I am no longer pressed up against the mic. I have significant distance from the mic. So if I want to be closer to the mic, then I have to, like, really lean in, and it's like really in there, but I don't really feel like doing that today. I feel like having some distance from the mic because I'm trying to work on my posture, and I can't be slouching like that. I can't be slouching like that, but hi, hello. Let me organize my screen. Put everything on the screen so I can see everybody. I'm not a she. First and foremost, not a she. I'm gonna turn down the music though. Secondly, I just explained I used to be very close to the microphone previously, and I am no longer close to the microphone anymore because the way my desk was set up was that in order for me to speak into the microphone, I had to be basically eating the mic, and I didn't like that. And I am no longer eating the microphone anymore, and I have significant distance away from the microphone. Before, I used to be literally pressed so close up to my screen, and I just don't like that. It's not really good for me, so I'm not doing that anymore. I'm actually sitting like a regular person with a distance away from a microphone. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how I like it. If I feel like leaning up closer, then I'll lean up closer, but also the mic is loud. The advertisement's loud in my ear. If I feel like leaning up closer, then I'll lean up closer, but as of right now, I feel really good about my posture, so turn up your headphones. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, hi. Well, who was first? Let me see. Billy was first. Hi, yo. Hi. I'm still in the process. I moved this weekend, but I'm still in the process of setting up. I pretty much just set up my desk because I had to. Because I had to work. But like nothing is in the right place, so nothing is where it's supposed to be. But thank you, Billy, for being first. Get the first kiss of the day, possibly the only kiss of the day. Thanks much. Mwah. You. Thank you. Thanks much. Thank you. Yeah, before I used to be like leaned up like this. It's actually so crazy to think about, whereas like I've literally I'm like a foot away from my monitor. Before I was like a foot away from my monitor. Now I have some like real distance, which is why the mic sounded closer because I just was on top of the microphone. It's so much better now. Hi Mac. Hi Inu. Hi yo. Hi Billy. Hi Jimmy. Hi yo. Hi. Hi memes. Hi. So much time away. It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days. I'm streaking it today. I'm gonna try and give a very big stream streak in the future. You're streaking it. Stream streaking? Trying to meet every single stream. Thanks much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I like the name Danny. Danny's like a hot name. Also, I don't have good sound quality. Well, it might sound a little echoey because I literally haven't set up anything in my fucking room yet. Like, my clothes are still on the fucking floor. Like, I just don't care. I'm too tired. Once I put my clothes in and I put shit on the walls, the sound will fix itself. But, like, tonight, this week, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm too tired. Can't do it. Like, literally everything's on the fucking floor. I'm like, I just can't. My parent did, like, fix up the kitchen for me in the living room, but, like, because I literally couldn't do it. I had to go to work. But, like, all my clothes and stuff, I was like, that's gonna get dealt with over the course of this next month. I just can't deal with it right now. Hi, Yo Pixel. Hi, Dougie. Hi. Is this Danny Phantom originate? I'm assuming you mean originated. No. Danny's just a hot name. Like, Danny works for, like, all people. Men, women, non-binary. Danny is just a good name. It rolls off the tongue. Like, who's over there? Danny. Like, oh my god, Danny's at the function. Like, oh my god. It just sounds hot, you know? Like, certain names, not for nothing, no tea, no shade, but, like, certain names are just, like, not hot, and you just kind of have to live with that, you know? Where it's like, oh, Bill is here. It's like, oh, okay, Bill is here. It's like, Bill. It's like, no one's done that ever. But Danny. I feel like Danny is way harder than Danny, though. I'll take any version of it. We're not discriminatory. Danny. It's good. Hot people are named Danny. I think of Daenerys, short. Daenerys, hot. Danny Phantom, hot. Who else is a Danny? Almost said Handy Mandy. Anyway. Have I watched Invincible? I have, and I don't care about it. Steve? Yeah. Well, Minecraft Steve. I'd hit Minecraft Steve. Not Jack Black. Ooh, not Jack Black. Not Jack Black. But the original. Bill from accounting. It's like, oh, Bill. But it's like Danny from accounting. It's like, ooh, what's going on with Danny? I'm trying to think of names because I was literally thinking about this the other day where I was like, some names just don't roll off the tongue where it's like, I can't really imagine like moaning that where it's like, oh yeah, Bill. Bill is like your best friend's dad's name. Like, Bill cooks a mean ass steak on the grill, you know? Bill puts in work for his family. But like, Bill's not giving you the business. Bill's not giving anybody business. Steve, though, I don't know who's a hot Steve. I don't know if there's been a lot of hot Steves. I gotta think of like generic white names because I'm like, I can't think of anywhere at the top of my head right now. Billiam? Not Billiam. Brent. No, these are like all people that would be in a frat. Like Chase, Brad, Chad. These are all people in a frat. They have done something that requires a cleaning up of their Twitter profile. Augustive? But I like August, though. August is a good name. Augustive, that sounds like a digestive. I don't know about that. Would Bubsy be the perfect time for moaning? Bubsy? I don't know about all that. If you stole a bunch of penguins from the zoo, should I be a good person to put them back? Well, you are named King Penguin, so... Thrag is coming for me. In what way? I didn't know Thrag was interested. I don't remember showing interest in turn. Coming for me. Wow. I like August, though. I think I was thinking about this the other day. I think August is a good name. If you see my Tomodachi Island, you're gonna understand that too. But I do like August. Thrag sounds like we're about to have a good time. Coming for me? Yeah, shouldn't have. mm, William? Wilhelm. Oh, Wilhelm. Oh, Wilhelm. Well, how much money does Wilhelm have? I think it depends on how. Well, I don't know. If Wilhelm's broke, then I think it's not making anybody moan. Because I would shorten that to Will. And Will is solid. Will is solid. I don't know if I'm saying the whole thing. Wilhelm has to have old people money because this doesn't make any sense otherwise. It just doesn't add up. How is your name Wilhelm? And you don't have money in your pocket? That don't make sense. That's like being named Chad and you're not a part of a fraternity. Like, you know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do. If your name is Braden with a Y, you must join a fraternity. It's your destiny. And you've got to pound a White Claw. It's your destiny, brother. You can't avoid it. If your name is Chris, you have to do a hate crime at some point. If your name is Chris, a hate crime is in your future. Unfortunate, but true. Unfortunate, but true. It's there somewhere. But if it's Chris with a K, then that's different. Chris with a C, suspect. Chris with a K, you might be queer. Chris with a K is queer. Because Chris with a C, suspect. Suspect. What are some old-timey names? Also, thank you for the follow. What are some old-timey names? I can confirm. I've known a lot of Chris's that have done literal hate crimes where I'm like, yes, you should have gone to jail. But that's neither here nor there. Wilma? But Wilma's hot, though. Gretchen? Gretchen is 50-50. But Gretchen can be hot. I don't know. Gretchen can be hot. Unfortunately, I do feel like this is where sexism comes in. Unfortunately, there is a double standard. Unfortunately. I do feel like there is a double standard here. Because I think it's harder to sell, like, a male, stereotypical masculine name than it is to sell, like, a stereotypical feminine name. It's a harder sell. Like, if you meet a Mildred, she might be bad, though. She might be bad. Mildred? Mildred might be a baddie, you know? I don't know Mildred. Mildred might be a baddie. But if you meet an Archibald, if you meet an Archibald, what are the chances that Archibald is a baddie? Stay with me. Stay with me. Walk with me on this. Walk with me. Sit. When have you ever met a baddie that's an Archibald? Not often. But there probably is a bad Mildred. That's all I'm saying. It's unfortunate, but it's tougher standards. Tougher standards. Oh no, Esther's a very common name. And also there's a lot of hot Esthers. Go to church. Go to church. There's a lot of hot Esthers. I've known like a ton of Esthers in my life. Also, a lot of Korean women are named Esther, but that's neither here nor there. Eustace. For men or women? Like, I'm thinking of Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Stupid dog, you made me look bad. Oh, Eustace. What? Wait a minute. It was kind of rolling. Wait a minute, it was kind of rolling. Wait a minute, it was kind of... Wait, it was kind of rolling. Eustace, go over there and pick that up. Oh, it's kind of rolling. Wait a minute. I can see Eustace. Archibald, there's no coming back from that. Archibald, like, some of these old-timey names. Percival, that's a good name, though. Percival's a great-ass old name. It's a good one. It's like fantasy. Winifred. I don't know any Winifreds IRL, unfortunately. I mean Archie, but then you have to go by Archie, you know. Which Archie's cute. Archie's cute, but then you have to be a cutie patootie for Archie. You have to be a cutie patootie to be an Archie, in my personal opinion. Like, you can't be buff and be Archie. Like, you can't be buff and be Archie. Like, you gotta be a little cutie patootie for Archie. Like, it just don't match. I do feel like often, though, like, people do fit their names. But that's just me. More often than not, people do fit their names. Demetrius? But Demetrius is good, though. I like that name. You deserve the Archie Bold. Alright. You can exit stage left. You can leave early. You don't need to be here for the rest of tonight's stream. You can go. You can go. You don't need to be here. You're good. Anyway, that's all for me to say that I think some names aren't moanable. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with anything. I just think that some names are moanable. Like Bertram. Hubert. God, Hubert. It's like, okay. Hang it up. Hang it up. We gotta find something else for you. What about Michael? I love Michael. I think Michael is a cute name. I love Michael. Oh my god. I always wanted to date a Michael. I'm so mad I never dated a Michael. I mean, there's still time, but like, I've always wanted to date a Michael. Just because I think the name is just like, I love that name. I love Michael. Like, I just see myself like saying it all the time. Michael, come over here. It's just a good name. It has a good mouthfeel. Love Michael. Love Michael. Love Danny. Some names are just good. Some names are just, they eat. Some names eat. I think Michael's one of them. Not, there's still time. I mean, I'm single. There's still time. Shit. You don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna close my options. There's still time. I'm single. Shit. I'm spry. I'm single. I'm spry. This Bussy still works. Shit. There's still some time. Any Michaels out there? Hubert just doesn't work. Huey's fine. Huey's fine. But I can't see myself being with a Huey. Huey, get over here. Huey, come pick this up. It's like, you never know, but Antoine? I knew an Antoine. He was a biter. I didn't like that. I knew an Antoine. That actually unlocked something inside of me. Like an Antoine? I knew an Antoine. He wasn't a very good person. I don't like that. I didn't like that. I knew an Antoine. He was a bad, bad person. He was bad. He was not good. I feel like my name is good too, yo. He was a biter, and I don't mean that in a sexy way. I mean, like, he bit people. Like, I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a sexy way. I mean, like, he was biting people. Like, he was dangerous to be around. Like, like you didn't want to go close to him because he would bite you. Like, on some, like, weird shit. Like, not even, like, freaky. Like, no, it was just weird. Like, he bit people, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. I unlocked that memory. I forgot that I knew that person. Like, he dead ass bit people. It's crazy. Ooh, Florida was a time. He lived in Florida, by the way. Florida man. Top 10 worst places to live, Florida. I tell you what. Ash is low-key fire for any gender. I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent. Hi, Bam. Hi. I don't mean it in like a sexy way. I mean like general. It's fun to enunciate different syllables. You mean like mac? I think mac is just solid. Reminds me of mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese. and like mac and cheese. That's why he bit people as a Florida man, for sure. He was fucking weird, but that's neither here nor there. Leopold. Leopold, you doing it for me? Nah, that doesn't hit. It doesn't hit. It doesn't hit. Some kids just bite people. No, no, he was just fucking weird, and he was mean. And he was also mean. I mean, I bit people, but like, to be fair, I also bit people. But like, I was autistic, so that's my excuse. And I like biting people. To be honest, I like biting people. I don't know, if I was less like regulated, I would bite more people. To be honest, as an adult, like I'm a regulated individual. But like, if I didn't know who I was in terms of like, you know, my needs, I'd bite people to this day. You know? If I had a partner, I'd bite him all the time. I'd bite him for fun. I'd bite him just because. Autistic people, when they see someone more autistic than him. He wasn't autistic. He was just mean, and he bit people. He wasn't autistic. He was mean and bit people. That had nothing to do with anything. He was mean and bit people, but... What software do I use? You can PNG tube, but I mean, like, I use VTube Studio. Hi, Afton. I use VTube Studio with VBridger. Stare at you with my big ol' eyes. The big ol' eyes. Okay. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. Don't let the system hold you down, my tism twin. I mean, I'm not. How am I doing though? I'm fine. I am okay. I'm actually feeling pretty okay. I felt like shit like the last like month and change, but I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good today, at least. I was like in so much pain this month, but I feel pretty good today. I think, honestly, and I've said this before, I think you should bite people. I think you should be allowed to bite people in modern day. I mean, I know that's not appropriate. I just think you should be. Like, I'm very cognizant of the fact that, like, that's not an appropriate move. You should not be biting people. And also, I think you should bite people. Some people deserve to get bit. You know, sometimes I interact with people where I'm like, you are really pissing me off. I wish I could bite you. Like, not even in a sexy way. I just want to bite you because you're pissing me off. You're really just pissing me off. Thank you for the follow. How was the move overall? The move was okay. The move was fine. My family came shorter than anticipated this weekend, and it was a dysregulating weekend. And my family also is, you know, I have one of those families where everybody's neurodivergent, but nobody says anything about it besides me. So, where I'm like, everybody in this house is neurodivergent. You know that, right? And then my parent will be like, what are all those big words you're using? I don't understand those big words. And I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm like, okay, never mind. Ain't shit gonna get done in this house. So it's a bunch of neurodivergent people interacting with each other in ways that were just not helpful, because moving is one of the most stressful things that you have to do in your life. And it just wasn't it by the end of the night. And also I need like transition time. I need like transition time. Don't even get me started, Mac. Don't even get me started. Don't get me started on that new age and that new age. I was bringing in them new age terms. That's why you went to school. You know, you bring in them new age terms. Like my parent always likes to say, I'm like, it's not new age terms. It's like, you have a disorder. you have a disorder. And they're like, I don't have anything that's wrong with me. I'm like, okay. So I got the neurodivergence from who then? Because clearly, clearly it came from somebody. It came from someone. That's how it works. No duh, no shit. It's fucking generational, this shit. But at some point in the night, by the end of moving, yeah, it's hereditary and also generational. Like, you can give your kids PTSD, you can give your kids depression, you literally transfer it down. But that's neither here nor there. Thank you for the head pats, by the way. The thirsty and the Redmond check. Thank you. I love being bit now, not the biceps, because that hurts a lot more than my forearm. Well, ain't nobody here biting you. Ain't nobody here biting you. You gotta earn my bites. You gotta come from someone. I know, but whenever I say that, my parent will always be like, well, it didn't come from me. I don't know where you got that. You must have gotten that when you came out of me. I don't know. You must have gotten that. You must have gotten that after you were born. I don't know. It didn't come out. It didn't come out of me. I know that much. I'm like, okay, whatever. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. I'm gonna do my thirsty. My water's pretty far behind me. I'm gonna do my thirsty in like a minute. I'm gonna do my thirsty in like a minute. I say that all the time. The Advil. You're joking memes, but they'll literally say stuff like that. I mean, they're doing it as a joke, but they say that to me, to my face. They're like, clearly you must have been on something. I didn't give that to you. I'm like, all right, well. I'm like, okay, well, this discussion is over. You think I did drugs at some point in my life and this is how it came out? That's not how it works. I mean, I did do drugs at some point, but that's neither here nor there. Everybody's got to try drugs once, in my personal opinion. Well, not everybody. Some people shouldn't have drugs. I think if you're stable, you should try it. If you're stable, try them. If you're stable, try them. If you're going through something, don't do it. If you have bad impulse control, don't do it. Don't do drugs. If you're not of age, don't do drugs. All of those things apply. Don't do drugs. You smoked the marijuana. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did a lot of drugs. Yeah, I did a lot of drugs. It wasn't fun. I just did them. Well, it was fun a little bit. I'd do them again. Some of them. I'd do them again. Some of them. Some of them. You can't do all drugs again. So you can't do all of them again. Oh my god, I want to talk about The Boys too, because The Boys is some ass, and like nobody is saying, well, everybody's saying it tonight because of the newest episode, which I'm not gonna spoil. Actually, I might spoil it later, but not right now. But I do want to talk about The Boys because I did watch the latest episode, episode 5. Eric, you're going to prison. The screenwriter, Eric, what's that man's name? Eric, not a she, spooky. I use they them pronouns. There's no girl here. I mean, there's girls maybe in chat, but not me. Maybe in chat there's some women, but I'm not one. Don't let the boobs distract you. Don't let the soft voice distract you. The pronouns are they, them. I do recommend trying drugs, actually. If you're stable, I actually do recommend trying drugs. I think people should try things. Try things. Get out of your comfort zone. Try things. Experience things that the world has to offer. But if you're stable, you know, I do believe that. Wow, I didn't do the refresh. Oh my gosh, I didn't do the refresh for the overlay. That's what I forgot to do. I'm gonna play it for you, though. I'm gonna manually play it for you. I got you. Let me manually play that shit. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Hi. Hello, Raiders. Hi. How was stream? How was stream? How was it? We're talking about butts. Oh, yeah? What about them? Yeah, we're also talking about drugs over here. What about the butts? Hi, hello, Raiders. Hi, hello, Raiders. My name is Puppkats. I'm an asexual, non-binary sex demon. After nothing but your heart. Mwah. Let's cut it out for me, won't you? I use they, them pronouns, they, them, theirs. And right now we were talking about drugs and names that you can't moan because they're not that great to moan before. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had like. I actually don't really know what I had. I probably had cocaine. Maybe it was cocaine or maybe it was fentanyl. I actually don't know what it was. It's not funny. I'm laughing because it's not funny. I'm laughing because it's not funny. But that was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. It was bad. Like, I literally felt like I was gonna die. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, but that was bad. That was back when I was doing stuff. I don't do stuff like that anymore. I drink wine nowadays. I drink wine. I drink wine nowadays, and I get happy when I eat a $5 meal at Wendy's. Did you not know what it was? No. No. I think I've done coke before. I don't know. I've gone through a lot of phases in my life. That phase was definitely a time where I was going through it. I was going through it. You know, a lot of things were being tried. I mean, I could try coke again to see whether or not it was coke. I could try could try it again. I could just go try it again, but I don't really want to. No, no, no. I was going through it, but like monitored wise. I mean, like I wanted to do it. It's not like it's not like I was like being pressured. I wanted to do the drugs. I wanted to do the drugs. No one was pressuring me. I wanted to do drugs, and then I did the drugs. I personally think, and this is what we were talking about. Also, if you need to leave because you're hungry, tired, or sleepy, anybody can exit. Raiders can exit. Anybody can go. Anybody can go. I just said I was going through it because I was around people that sucked. But, like, I was fine. Just because you don't know where to get drugs from memes doesn't mean I don't know where to get drugs from. I know where to get drugs from. You don't know where to get drugs from. I know where to get drugs from. If I wanted them, I could get them. But if I wanted them, I could get them. Listen, just because you don't have a supplier doesn't mean I don't. Listen. I think so. What I was saying before is that I think if you're stable, right? Like if you're a well-adjusted individual, like you're aware of your vices, right? Like you don't have bad impulses, i.e., you know, you're not somebody that impulsively goes out for you know, materials, illicit materials, drugs, etc. I think you should try drugs. Like I think you should try things if you want to. Obviously don't feel pressured, but if you want to, try everything once. Why not? That's not gonna like kill you, obviously. Like don't do heroin. Like like don't do heroin, don't do methamphetamines, but you know, like try everything, try most things that are safe for you once if you are a stable individual. I consider myself a stable individual. I am not addicted to things. I can let things go. I don't have an addictive personality, you know. I could really let go of everything if I wanted to. I just choose not to. Like my hardest vice would be soda. I really like soda. I really like soda, but like if someone was like go 30 days without drinking soda, I could very easily do that. It's perfectly fine. I don't think I have a single thing that I wouldn't be able to give up. Besides I guess like technology, but like I need to do that for my job, so like I need that for my job, so like I literally can't do that. That's what I'm saying. Like if you are a stable person, I think you should try things. But if you're not stable, if you're around bad people, if you have bad impulse control, If you know that you're like, you have ADHD and your ADHD makes you have terrible impulses, you know, don't do drugs, obviously. Don't do them, obviously. I think that's a very simple statement. I'm not saying everybody go grab some coke tonight, but I'm saying, like, you know, I don't know, if you ever wanted to try it and you're a stable individual, why not? Try it once. If you can let go of things, try it once. I don't know. And I'm not saying that I could never be addicted to anything, because I don't believe that I am an exception to any type of rule. Because I know there are people out there that's like, I would never get it. I would never join a cult. I would never be a part of a cult. That's the whole fucking purpose of a cult, my guy. The whole purpose of the cult is to get you into the cult. That's the whole fucking purpose. They're gonna use tactics to get you into the fucking cult. That's the whole fucking purpose. You are not an exception to this fucking rule, okay? I don't like it when people are like, I never let myself join a cult. It's like, okay. But you spend 60 hours on League of Legends. Oh, okay. But you watch Mr. Beast every single night. Interesting. But Kalshi's got you in a chokehold. Okay. But you can't let go of Starbucks. But you're saying that you'd never join a cult. But Starbucks has got you in a grip. Grippa. You know, I wanted to walk into the side. See, oh my God. See, I'm always ahead of the game. I tell you guys this all the time. I am never wrong. I'm just early. The Scientology shit that's happening right now, where everybody's going inside the Scientology building, you all laughed at me when I said I wanted to go inside the Scientology building. You all laughed at me a year ago when I said I just wanted to walk in. I just wanted to walk in. Just wanted to look at the place. And now everybody's going in there. I am never wrong. I'm just early. I'm like, nobody's curious about what the building looks like. Exactly. I'm always early to this shit. I'm never wrong, just early. What is Scientology? It's a cult. It's a cult. But they'd let me walk in if I asked to walk in. If I asked to walk in, they'd let me in there. People are running through. That's the situation. But, like, if I asked, like, can I just come in for a little bit? They'd let me in there. And then everybody laughed at me. All of you people laughed at me. All of you people laughed. And now everybody's trying to map out the fucking Scientology buildings. Exactly. Now who's laughing now? Me. Thank you for the follow, by the way. It's so disorganized. I think it's funny. I think it's very funny. I hope they map it out. I hope they map the whole thing out. I'm curious about the floor plan. I hope they map it out. I told my family the same thing, where I was like, I just wanted to walk in, and they were like, so you want to join a cult? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. You people aren't curious? Nobody has whimsy. I'm the only whimsical person here that just wants to walk in and just see. And now everybody's doing it. And now everybody's running into that fucking Scientology building. Speed running it. Exactly. Thank you, Inu. I appreciate it. I do. Thank you. I do. Yeah, it's a cult. Tom Cruise is in it. I like Tom Cruise as like a general thing. Just because I like the movies he's in. I'll fuck up what's that series that he's in? Not a Top Gun. What's that other one? I don't know why I can't think about it. The dun 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 dun. Mission Impossible. I had to sing the song. Dun 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 dun. Saw the entire series with my parent as they did my hair over the course of like a summer. That's one of those series that like it's really good up until it's not. And then it gets good again. Like it's like not good, but then it kind of gets good again. It's like one of those. It's like, that's okay, welcome in. You know, I find the Scientology lore to be like meh. Thank you for the follow, but I find it to be like meh. 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 Because they're not like doing anything that's like cool, you know? Like cults only interest me if they're doing things that are cool, and they're not really doing anything that's cool. They're just kind of indoctrinating people, and that's not nice. And that's not very nice. We don't like that. We don't like that. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, you shouldn't do heroin, but I think you should try like some street drugs. Just try them. And you know, if you hate all of them, you know, why not? If you hate all of them, that's good. Great, now you know. Now you know. You hate all of that shit. I think alcohol is cool though. I mean, caffeine is a straight drug. Caffeine is a drug that like everybody just does and they treat it like it's normal. I think you can try shrooms with the right people. You need to have a core group of people that you actually care about and trust around you though. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. You have a bad time. But there's so much to explore in just like alcohol though. Like I haven't even explored that much alcohol to be honest. Like I've tried a lot of alcohol, but I haven't tried that much. There's still room. There's still room for me to try the rest of the world of alcohol. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Slowly but surely, I'm going to do it. I gotta try some stuff. I hate beer though, I will say. I've tried a lot of beer. I've tried beer from like imported beer. I've tried cheap beer, expensive beer. You know, a few years ago, oh my god, I had like a lot of imported beer because I was like, maybe it tastes different around the world. Nope. Nope. I'm not a beer person. I think it tastes bad. I don't like it. Really don't like it. Oh, you want to try moonshine? Moonshine's okay, but I prefer it in like mixed drinks. I'm just a mixed drink babe. What can I say? I love a mixed drink. I love a little bit of this. I love a little bit of that. Give me some syrups. Love that. I like something I can eat with my meal, you know? Straight moonshine, though, will try and kill you. Straight moonshine, I think, is like death, but that's neither here nor there. I know, I just love a sweet drink, you know? Yeah, it's just death. It's just death. But like mixed, though, mixed moonshine, that's a time. Like a mixed drink with some moonshine, that's a time. That's a time. That's the time. That's the time. You need a little mixed drink, and then it's good. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I have so much stuff to talk about. I don't even know where to start. Where do I start? I don't even know where to start. Heads up, I'm gonna do ASMR when I want to. This week I just couldn't do it. This week I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just didn't feel like it. I'm not in the mood. I don't know if I'm gonna be in the mood next week. ASMR is when I feel like it. It's always been like that, but I just wanted to make a clarifying statement. So next week I might do another just chatting stream. I have no fucking idea. Not in the mood. Just not in the mood right now. Not in the mood. Next. What are we gonna talk about? Oof, it's too many things, man. Too many things. Let me start with some small ones. Brandon Rogers, you're going to hell. Let's start with some people I hate. Like, actually, not even people that I hate, because I don't even hate Brandon Rogers. For me to hate you, that means that I have to feel something deeply about you, and I actually don't feel deeply about you. I just think you're going to hell. It's a very blanket statement. You're going to hell. Brandon Rogers, I've always known, was going to hell. I just couldn't say this out loud before because people would have beaten my back in. They would have beaten my back in because the love that people had for Brandon Rogers, was very strange to me. And I'm not even saying that as somebody who didn't understand it. And when I say that, I mean, like, I understood his cultural relevance, i.e., through Vine, i.e., through the comedy skits that he had made. And also, he's going to hell. And also, you're still going to hell. Same with Shane Dawson. He is very Shane Dawson adjacent to me. He is Shane Dawson's evil twin. Dare I say. Dare I say. That's my evil twin and shit. That is your twin. I'm sure he would hate that I'm saying that, but that's your twin. That's your twin. That's your twin. Now. I will say, do I think that Brandon Rogers is funnier than Shane Dawson? Yes, but that's like comparing a toilet seat and toilet paper. Like, yeah, like I'd rather touch one than the other, but like, you know, both of them deal with shit. So you know, you know. Yeah, I'd rather touch one than the other, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, somebody write that down. Off the dome. Anyway, he's going to hell, and if you're wondering why I'm saying that, an old blackface skit from Brandon Rogers came out, and I'm just gonna sit here and say, Brandon Rogers has been racist. Everybody was just okay with it at the time. We're back to Shane Dawson. Like, we're back to the Shane Dawson-esque experience, which is why I'm like, he is Shane Dawson's evil twin. Like, he's Shane Dawson's, frankly, more successful twin. If we're just gonna be honest about that, he did what Shane Dawson wanted to do. You know Brandon Rogers, you know him. He is he's the guy who has done a ton of skits. I'm trying to think of like phrases actually that he's said. Cause like I was never a Brandon Rogers like stan, cause like back in the day there used to be like stans of this guy. And like I was just never one of them. He has like a ton of like Vine compilations. Yeah, he's in Has Been Hotel. That's what he's known for now. That's what he's Try Me Bitch. Thank you. Try Me Bitch, that one. Like a lot of like the mom character that he used to do with like the baby in like the full pink outfit. Like you know him. But like now he's known for Has Been Hotel. He did a quick shift from Quick Shift. And now he's known for Has Been Hotel. Which is why I say like he did what Shane Dawson wanted to do, because Shane Dawson always wanted to be known as like outside of YouTube. Right? Like Shane Dawson was chasing like the Hollywood bag, which is why Shane Dawson made all those bad movies. Shout out Smiley. Not Fuck the Prom, because that was Fine Brothers, but what's that other movie that he had that was around like Thanksgiving where he stole all that money from from that TV show and the other girl lost? That other movie too. Terrible movies. Not cool. Thank you. Not cool. Where he had all of his fans vote for him, so he won that competition and he stole all that money away from that girl that actually deserved to win, and Zachary Levi had to take his name off. Was it Zachary Levi? What's that man's name? Zachary Levi took his name off the production because he hated the movie so bad that literally everybody took their name off of it, because Shane Dawson had to have a black homeless man eating shit in the movie because it was so important to him. It was so important to him to have that in there because he hates black people. Anyway. He did what Shane Dawson wanted to do, and which is to say that Brandon Rogers became known more for Has Been Hotel than he did for his internet persona. I think that's very firm to say at this point in time, because a lot of people would know him as really just the Has Been Hotel guy and not really from his Vines that made him blow up in the first place. His Vines and or short form content and or skits that made him blow up in the first place. He was real confused. He was like, he really said, what did he say? He was like, I'm not trying to give in to a bunch of out of work actors that should be grateful for a scene in a big budget movie. Meanwhile, Shane Dawson, you did blackface. Like, I can never get over that. Like, I'll never get over it. I mean, nobody ever should, but like Shane Dawson, you like anytime Shane Dawson has anything to complain about, somebody should literally just say that to him. Shane Dawson, you did blackface. That'll shut the conversation up real quick. Anytime he has anything to say, just say that. Nobody has ever said that to him. God, Shane Dawson's one of those people. There's a list of people that needed their ass beat. And I'm not, actually I am. I'm a fan of beating people's ass. I think some people should have their ass beat. I was about to say, I'm not a fan of that, but I am. Why am I sitting here lying? Why am I sitting here lying? I love it when people get their ass beat. Some people need their ass beat. And I don't mean it in a sense of like, we should go jump them. I mean, but like... But like some people, you can tell that like they never got a beating. And I don't mean like by their parents, because their parents shouldn't be beating them. I mean like somebody out in the world never beat their ass for real. Somebody never beat their ass for real. Like somebody never put the fear of God in them. And I think Shane Dawson's one of those people that, in my personal opinion, that needed to get the brakes beaten off of him. Because, like, once you get the brakes beaten off of you, you really start to see things in a different way. It's like, you start seeing things in a different way. I'm not going to sit here and say that Brandon Rogers is one of those people. I think that Brandon Rogers is just going to hell. Like, because I just don't have as much smoke for Brandon Rogers, even though I think both things are awful, by the way. Like, I don't like playing, what's the word for it? Racist Olympics, essentially, right? I don't like doing that shit. Also, we're taking the 3-minute ad break in about 1 minute, so if you're not subscribed to me, hi, hello, me, that's Puppkats. You'll be seeing 3 minutes of advertisements. Yes. That means whatever Twitch wants to show you, you'll be seeing 3 minutes of that. So subscribe or don't and see 3 minutes of advertisements. No, it was bad. Like, I don't like playing. In my personal opinion, and this again is my personal opinion, I am not a monolith for communities. This is just me, myself, and I, and how I feel about it. I don't like playing racist Olympics where I'm like, oh, this person has a long list in history of racism, and this person only did one racist thing. It's like, well, doing one racist thing is also bad. Like, it's all bad. Like, you shouldn't have done the racist thing, too. Like, that racist thing was also not good. And I don't have as much smoke for Brandon Rogers, so, like, I'm not deep diving into his history. I just have more smoke for Shane Dawson because I really hate Shane Dawson. Like, I really, truly hate Shane Dawson. I feel that inside of me. I hate him. But I can say that with clarity. I dislike him quite heavily. I hate him. But, like, oh, the music. Turned on my own headphones. No, it's because people liked Brandon Rogers. I said it at the start. People liked him. And people didn't like Shane Dawson after a certain point. It's not because of any racist, like, any, like, oh, one racism is better than the other. Brandon Rogers was funny. I said this already. You missed this part, Mac, where I said this already. I said this 10 minutes ago before we started this discussion. Brandon Rogers was funny. That's how he got away with this. Like, this... Brandon Rogers is funny and he's calculated. Let's just start there. Shane Dawson is not a very smart man. Shane Dawson got to coast, and I've said this very, very often. Shane Dawson did not become famous because he had something that set him apart from other people. Shane Dawson was there at the right time doing the jokes that were, I wouldn't even say appropriate because they were never appropriate. They were just acceptable by the general public when he had done them. And he kept doing them when they were generally accepted. Shane Dawson is a leech, right? Like, he did things at the right time when they were popular. Shane Dawson is a leech. He leeched onto everybody. Brandon Rogers didn't have to do that because, honest to God, for one, he was funny. Ooh, he was actually funny. Ooh, I don't love everything that Brandon Rogers did. I'm not gonna sit here and say that the man hasn't ever been funny. He has. I can't sit here and say that. I really can't sit there and say that. He actually is funny. Do I think he's funny today? I have no idea what he's said or written today. But back in the day, yes, he had written something that was funny. He had done things that were funny. Exactly. Shane Dawson was a cockroach. And he is a cockroach. That's why he's still around to this day. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, one racism was better than the other. Nah, you're also going to hell. Just because he's going to super hell doesn't mean that you're not going to hell too. You're going to hell. Y'all can all get in the fucking stew pot. You're all going to hell. Cause like, Brandon Rogers really did blackface, and then also had it on his YouTube page, prominently. Clearly loved it. So that's anyway, I didn't explain what the skit was. So he did blackface, and it's a very long skit. Like, it's like, and I don't know how many videos of this there were, because this was an ongoing character it seemed like he had, or characters that it seemed like he had. But the video's all over Twitter, you can go find it. It's like 4 minutes long, at least that first video. I don't know if there's more videos that have come out, but like, there's that, and it's a lot. And it's a lot, and he had it plastered all over his YouTube page, so clearly he was very proud of his racism. And it's just like, you're going to hell. That's how I just feel about that. Hell isn't hot enough, actually. It's not hot enough. Fuck, marry, kill, Gedgy, Invincible, Dawson. You mean like the character Invincible? Like Mark Grayson? Is that what you're asking me? Or the show? The character? I'm killing Dawson. I'm killing Shane Dawson. I'm gonna fuck Gedgy, and I'm gonna marry Mark Grayson. Even though I'd divorce him right away. I'd divorce him. Mark Grayson, I would... listen to me here. The only character that's worth a marry in Invincible is Debbie. Actually, that's not true. Debbie and Eve, but Eve, unfortunately, the writers don't care about, so I personally can't care about Eve either. If the writers don't care about Eve, why the fuck should I? Oh. So Debbie is the only person that's worth the marry here. Mark ain't worth that marry. Mark ain't worth the marry. I'd fuck him, though. I'll fuck him though. I can't sit here and lie. Can't sit here and lie. He kind of fine. I can't sit here and lie. It's the voice. It's the voice. Paul. Oh yeah, Paul's cool, but I wouldn't fuck Paul. I'd take Paul out for like we'd like barbecue or something. Paul could teach me something about how to be a real adult. Paul could be like a surrogate dad. But like, I'm not fucking Paul. Not fucking Paul, sorry. My smash or pass for Invincible is like very, very short. I don't know, I can't spell. Adam, Eve, smash. Cecil, smash. Cecil, smash. Rex, smash. Smash, 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 smash. How many times I had to press that button? Smash. Rex, smash. Anyway, Omni-Man, pass. Pass. Invincible, smash once, maybe twice. Again in the shower, like once, and then again in the shower, but then never again. Like really never again. And that's kind of Alan, pass. Even though they be fucking like every other episode, but pass on that. Pass on that. I don't need that. I'm good. Thrag, pass. Specifically Mark, though, from the other dimensions, smash harder. I'd hit that a few more times. Conquest, pass. pass. Pass that. Pass that. Pass. It's a very short list I got. Pass. Debbie, smash. Debbie, smash. Ah. Baddie, smash. Smash. I didn't say yes. You brought up conquest, and you're talking to me about genocide. What are you talking about? You're talking to me about conquest. Let's give it a name, but no purpose. So, like, come on now. Yes, I'm smashing the other marks. Yes, the other marks. The other marks. Some of those other marks are kind of fine. Especially that one that everyone keeps drawing. What's that one that everyone keeps drawing? Oh, he was fine. He was fine. Anyway. Anyway. That's how I feel about that. It's a very short list. I got for Invincible. Very, very short. I don't want to smash a lot of people. I don't want to smash a lot of people in Invincible because, you know, they're annoying. Everyone's annoying me. Thank you for the I'm just a little guy. Thank you. I wish I could do more Smasher passes. Smasher pass is so much fun. Reminds me of like the tier list, but like less involved because I could just say whether or not I'm gonna smash. It's like easy. But then like for a lot of like shows that I like, it'd just be like smash. Like that's the answer. For shows that I like, it's like very easy. Because it's like JoJo, smash, 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 smash. Every character is mostly a smash. The boy, ain't nobody smashing shit on the boys. They stink. Ain't nobody smashing shit on the boys. They stink and they suck. I hate most of them. Is that still a trend on Twitter? Do you mean like even MM? No, MM doesn't stink. No, but I'm not smashing MM. MM is like onk. Like definitely not Starlight. Starlight, no, definitely not Starlight. Bro, I don't want anybody from the boys. Frankly, I actually think most of them should die. That's how I feel about it. I actually do think most of them should die. I'm being dead ass. If Maeve was still around, it would be Maeve. Maeve is the only one. If it was Maeve, it's just Maeve. Everybody else, you can kick rocks. I mean that. I really do. I really do mean that. I mean, since we're already talking about the boys, what about... You mean Sister Sage? Did you see today's episode? No, I'm not smashing Sister Sage. Did you see today's episode? I'm so pissed. No. I'm not trying to spoil it for everybody because I watched it. And I'm not trying to hear anything. And see, once again, I must say, I am never wrong. I am just early to the party. I said this was going to happen. This show sucks. I said it already. I said this last season. I said this new season is going to be toucans and bounce that ass, and everybody's going to come to the realization that The Boys has always sucked, and season 1 is the only good season of the fucking show. I said it. I said this forever ago, and everybody's now coming to my side. Thank you. Because now we're getting to the nitty-gritty, and it sucks, doesn't it? It sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, the writing's kind of bad, isn't it? I've been saying this. I've been saying it. And once the show ends, that's when we're really gonna see it. Then everybody's really gonna lock in. Ain't Jensen a Zionist? I can't even appreciate Jensen Ackles because the whole Supernatural cast is getting flamed on Twitter right now. Ain't they all got problems? Ain't they all got problems? I'm like, oh, y'all are all getting lit up on Twitter. I can't be involved in that. Not my SBN? Yes, your SBN. It's either Zionism or anti-blackness. One of the two. Either way, I don't like it. Either way, I don't like it. Either way, I'm not involved. Oh my god, what is this song? I'm so down for it. I love the song. I've never heard the song in my life, but it's giving me life. Can't have shit in this house, no. Okay, this is another thing too. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, I'm bringing it back. I'm not. One last thing about the Brandon Rogers thing. Mac, you had said earlier, like, how did he get away with this as well? I want to bring up the fact that, like, Brandon Rogers is also a person of color, and I think a lot of people of color believe that they cannot enact harm onto other minorities. I'll just say that. I think that's another reason as to why he skirted a little bit, because, like, he is a person of color, so people were like, well, he can make the joke. Incorrect. Wrong answer, forehead. Incorrect. A lot of white queers have this issue where they'll be like, but I'm queer. And it's like, and you're also enacting violence onto other minorities. Yeah, you're a minority enacting violence onto other minorities. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Fun fact. But a lot of people don't think about it that way. A lot of queer people do that. Because a lot of queer people, and this is neither here nor there, this is just another example, are misogynistic. But they'll be like, I can't be misogynistic. I love Gaga. And it's like, okay, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Like, what do you mean I'm being misogynistic? A lot of white queers are like that. What do you mean I'm being misogynistic? I love Madonna. And it's like, that has nothing to do with anything. Actually, fun fact. You can be misogynistic and also be queer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it does not exclude you from anything. Yup. Yup. Like, you know, King Bach, who made a whole career over selling out his community, i.e., the black community, for racism jokes, even though he could be funny without them. Shout out Big Spoon. Shout out What the Dog Doing. Which I still say to this day. I still say that to this day. Because sometimes, what is the dog doing? What is the dog doing? But that backflip, though. Shout out Stefan. He could be funny without it. He just chose to be racist. That's what I'm saying. Like, just chose to be racist. Like, Marlon Webb, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I want to do a Smash or Pass. I think I just want to do another one. I'm having like 16 different thoughts in my head. I want to do another one. I need like a tier list or something. Let me look at a tier. Let me look at that tier list. The website. Let's see what they pull up. But it's just so easy. I'm like, some of these are just too easy. I need like a hard one. Thank you for the thirsty redeem. Right, I'm gonna check. Let me take off my headphones real quick and go get my drink. Okay, I made out with my headphones a little bit. Oh. I am hungry. That water went straight to my gut. Anyway, he doesn't get a pass just because he's a person of color. Is all I was just gonna follow that up with. Next. The Boys is bad. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna spoil anything. We can talk about it after The Boys ends. It's bad. That latest episode was not ass, because it had some good parts in it, but there was some ass writing. It's bad. Eric can't write for shit. Can't conclude for shit. And that's why he was doing damage control beforehand, giving Game of Thrones. It's giving Game of Thrones, where you had all this fucking time to write this fucking ending, and somehow you're still in Flop City. Mayor, actually, of Flop City. Crazy how this works. I just think if you call yourself a writer, you should write. Like, I just think they're dead ass acting like they got 15 more episodes, and it's because they want to do those spin-off shows. Mind you, I don't give a fuck. Mind you, I don't give a fuck. 5 words for you. Don't give a fuck. I'm not watching that shit. Vought Rising, so I can watch Jensen Ackles be a racist towards black people and minorities for what, 3 seasons? Oh, or should I say 1 season before it gets canceled if we're being dead ass? So you canceled Gen V, which was an actually pretty good show. I actually like Gen V. So that you could do Vought Rising, so you could do a bunch of racist Nazi jokes. Correct. Right. I won't be watching. There's better use of my time. Doesn't include that. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. No, the source material is ass, but like they can still adapt things from the source material. Because when they keep to certain scenes, because there was a scene from today's episode, or the latest episode, episode 5, that was from the source material, and they adapted it very well, and it was really good. It was really well done. But I can't say what the what the scene was, but it had to do with Homelander and then 2 other characters. It's like, yeah, don't stick to it verbatim, but like you seems like you need a guidebook. Because this shit ain't good. They're moving like there's 10 more episodes in there because there's a lot of filler. There's a lot of filler in this last season. It don't feel like it's wrapping up. It don't feel like it's wrapping up. But that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. Next. Next. I forgot what did I call this stream? Oh, cheaters. That's what it was too. Everybody's cheating on everybody. Thank you. Everybody's cheating on everybody. That's what I wanted to say. Next topic. Cheating. So Meg Thee Stallion got cheated on by that loser. Don't even remember his name. Clay? Don't even remember his name. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you. let me start with this. I genuinely believe that you... Actually, let me start with something else. Let me bring it back even further. Let me preface my next statement. Nubian queen. Don't say that. Don't do all that. Next. I think if you cheat, you're a loser. That's just how I feel about it. I think if you cheat, you're a loser. Point blank, period. Next, I think you have got to be out of your goddamn mind to cheat on Meg Thee Stallion. Clearly, he was huffing some grade level copium. The drugs that he had access to were clearly grade A. Because never in my life could I imagine cheating on Meg the fucking Stallion. That's my second statement. My wider conversation is, well, third statement actually. Third statement. If DJ Academics is supporting your argument, kill yourself. No, don't say that. In Minecraft. On Roblox. In Minecraft and Roblox. Forgetting we're not having a key. I'm forgetting we're not having a key. But I just think if DJ Academics is supporting anything you have to say, mind you, DJ Academics got a weird case. Why is he around? Mind you, DJ Academics, don't you have your own case to worry about? Why are you on Megan's dick? You have your own case to worry about. Mind you. I'm sorry, doesn't Drake need some balls to be sucked at this point in time? I have been told that they're cold right now, as he is the Iceman. Don't you need to go suck him off? I'm pretty sure he needs that right now. I need you to hop off just for like 5 minutes. DJ Academics is one of the biggest losers I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen a lot of losers. I've experienced a lot of loserdom. DJ Academics is one of those grade A losers, once in a lifetime losers, generational loserdom that genuinely cannot be absorbed by the average mind. So if DJ Academics is agreeing with you, is on your side, you should just end it. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel. Log off. That's how I feel. Now, the conversation, what I'm talking about really is just the conversation regarding Meg Thee Stallion getting cheated on by her long-term partner, Clay. What do we do the day he's on our side? Who's our? Who? We en français, oui. I didn't know you spoke French. I only speak English. We. I don't know that one. I know the royal we, and I know we ain't got nothing to do with DJ Academics. I know that much. We. Like the system? Like the system? Am I gonna bring up the pancakes? Which pancakes? Which pancakes? Which pancakes? I am gonna say, I think you're weird. I mean this deeply. I think you're weird if you think this is like a win. Right? If you see somebody getting cheated on and your automatic response is to be like, yes, fuck that bitch. She deserves it. All the hoe is for the streets. You need to crack open a book, because clearly you are reading at like a 8th grade level. Might be 3rd grade. Might be 3rd grade. Not too much on the illiterate. But you just might fall into that category. You might also have gold teeth. Now, that's neither here nor there. But it says something. It says something to me. That you don't care about yourself and others. Right. It's well, yes, it's misogynoir. I was setting it up, but I'm glad you stated it. But it's misogynoir. You hate black women. That's why DJ Academics is agreeing with you, because he hates black women. You hate black women, and you're weird. You're strange. Cheating is awful. Cheating is an awful thing to have happen to you, especially to somebody like Meg Thee Stallion that's been through so much misogynoir and general hatred for things that she cannot help, i.e., getting shot. I can't imagine, and I'm not like a Meg Thee Stallion stan because I don't really stan anybody. I don't think anybody's above criticism, truthfully. And also, I can just sit here and recognize that, like, Meg Thee Stallion was literally shot, and the media was like, well, what'd she do to make him shoot her? Like, she was shot by a grown man who had evil intent and was convicted of the shooting and went to jail, and they still said, now what'd she do to make that man so mad? Even though she didn't want to tell. She didn't want to tell on him. The state convicted him. Free him, keep him locked up. Keep him locked up. My least favorite thing, and I'm gonna be so serious, my least favorite thing in the world is when these idiots are like, free my mans, free my mans, free my mans, get him out. Keep him locked up forever. So what? He can come back and release even worse music? Keep him locked up. Why do you need him out? I'm confused. Was he donating to an organization that I'm confused about? He ain't even got money anyway. He spent it all at the commissary. He ain't even got it. By the time he gets out, he ain't got nothing left. He ain't got it all. Leave him in there. He's fine. He's adjusting well. Leave him. Least favorite thing in the world. People will be like, yeah, I know my man's, he shot up like a school building and 13 people died and he was also selling drugs on the side, but free him. Why? Let me ask you something. Why? Maybe we should lock you both up, because I don't like that you're advocating for this person to leave. You should also go to jail. That's how I feel about it. Ooh, this song sounds like a banger. Penthouse again. Non-stop bangers with Penthouse. Ooh, this one's giving me such good vibes. Some of you need to go to jail. That's how I feel about it. So you need to go to jail. That's how I feel about it. Yes. Everybody's cheating. There's also the woman that... I'm not that familiar with the story, but I do know that, like, the newscaster that was cheating with her coworker, and she was, like, shitting on her husband live on television. That's happening. Everybody's just real blatant about their cheating. I just think cheating is like one of the worst things you can do to somebody that you're in a relationship with. It's just so scummy. Break up with them. End it. Get a divorce. End it. Get a divorce. I think you're a fucking coward if you cheat, and that's how I feel about it. You're a coward. That's how I feel about it. Next. Next. The streamer and her pet. I don't have any thoughts about that. I don't have any thoughts about that. What am I supposed to say about that one? I don't have any thoughts about that. I don't have any thoughts about that. Because my only thoughts are, I don't like that content creator, so I don't have any thoughts about that. She's like notorious for being like very controversial and like doing it on purpose and like repeatedly getting banned, so like I don't really have... Yeah, I saw that too, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to say about that? Yeah, she's like notorious. Like, I don't really like that content creator because of that, so that's why I'm like, I don't really have anything to say about that. No, she's like notorious for doing controversial stuff and getting repeatedly banned. So, anything that I've been enjoying recently? Tomodachi Life. I've been enjoying Tomodachi Life. I've been enjoying a lot of music. Thank you for the follow. I've been enjoying. Yeah, I've been enjoying a lot of music. I've been listening to a lot of Penthouse. Not so much anime. I'm taking a break on anime. Probably gonna pick up in like a few weeks. Memes, I've said before, you gotta stop saying that. What am I playing or doing? We're just chatting. In the just chatting category. But hi. We're just yapping. About whatever comes into my mind. I'm loving it. Well, you also play Genshin Impact, so like I mean, you play Genshin Impact to this day, so so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, that's crazy. That's how that tracks. That tracks for you. That tracks for you. Tamagotchi does. It looks fun. It is fun. I've been playing it literally, well, not every day, but like playing it most of the time. Playing it a lot today. It's really fun. I'll catch everybody up on my island on Saturday. It's been very fun. This is mainly a waifu game, and that's why you'll never see me play it. I don't play any waifu games. If you want a waifu player, go somewhere else. I'm not playing that shit. I'm not playing that shit. You know what, Mac? That's a great question. I think I'm gonna play it offline. Not definitely not a stream thing, but I think I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna wait until people say something about it, and then I'll see. I'll see how people feel about it, and then I'll see. Because I do want to try it, and I love that there's competitors for Love and Deep Space, because I just think there should be more competitors for these games. The reason why we don't see any change is because like there's no competitors for things, and I've been saying it, which is like everyone's been saying it, but like the obvious is that the reason why Genshin Impact is so popular is because there's no good competitor for Genshin Impact. Yes, there are games that are similar to Genshin Impact. There is nothing like Genshin Impact. That's why we have this problem. There's nothing like Genshin Impact. We have a lot of things that are kind of like Genshin, like kind of there, but they're not Genshin Impact. They're not similar at all. We're approaching Genshin Impact, but it's not Genshin Impact. We need like direct competitors, so I'm happy for any direct competitor to any of these games that have monopolies. But if the game is ass, like I'm not gonna play it. Hi, Brain Dead. What happened in the Dr. Pepper group chat? Let's see though. I'd love it if it was great. I love it if it was great though. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. That's why I'm yawning like that. I ate a big ass meal. I don't know why today I'm like hungry as fuck today. Today out of all the days I'm hungry as shit. I've been eating non-stop. Corned beef sandwiches. I almost said something crazy to you. You're lucky that I caught myself. You're lucky I caught myself. You're lucky I caught myself. Corned beef sandwiches. Oh, hell no. I should ban you from this chat. Hell no. Absolutely not. What were you about to say? I don't know. It's gone now. Next. Gotta get those rations. What's the... I know that you live as though, like, you are in wartime. I refuse to live like that, you know? The minute they start talking about... You know, I'm not one of these, like, preppers, you know, these doomsday preppers, because if the doomsday is here, like, let me blow up. I'm being so serious. Like, it sounds like I'm joking, but I'm being dead ass. Like, if there's a bomb, like an atomic bomb, and it's here, like, I don't want to be here after. Say what you want. My will is not that strong to survive. My will's not that strong to survive. So some people are like, ah, yes, I'm gonna make it in the new world. Not me though. It's not even just like AO3. Like, what do you mean I can't play Tamagotchi Life like anymore? There's no time for Tamagotchi Life in the zombie apocalypse, in the atomic post-apocalyptic society. There's no time for that. The power is out. You gotta conserve the power. You can't be charging your Switch. It's done. Kill me. Oh, so I can't have Dr. Pepper anymore? Oh, I don't want it. Oh yeah, no. Oh, I gotta have canned beans. Nah. Nah. Using the station's power to charge your game, selfish. They'd kill me. It's not even like I would try. I don't even think I would do that, but it's like the fact that I would even be thinking about that proves that I'm not ready for the apocalypse, clearly. Twinkies aren't even that good to be hunting for them. That's the thing that always pissed me off about Zombieland, because like Twinkies aren't even that good to be hunting for them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even that good. I don't know, brownie, some brownies. I don't know. That's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. I just don't like you take that back right now. I won't. They're not that good. Twinkies are not that good. They're not that good. I can go the rest of my life without eating another Twinkie and I'd be perfectly fine. I think there'd be like 16 different, like 600 different snacks that I would take before the Twinkie. But I mean, not for nothing. Not to say that I'm not trying to live today, you know? Like I'm gonna survive until the end of the week. Like I'll see y'all on Friday. I'll see y'all on Friday for another Just Chatting stream. But I am saying that like if society collapsed today, right? And like there was no more internet, there's no more running water, there's like no more like of like the society as we know it. Like why would I want to live through that? That's me. I'm not saying you can't. You can do that. I'm saying why would I want to do that? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I actually really like indoor plumbing. You know, like hot water. Yeah. And I have asthma and I'm disabled. Like, has anyone. What's that game? Oh my god. Damn, what was that game? There was the game with the character who had asthma. It was like a horror game. And she had asthma and she was pregnant too. Oh my god. Asthma and pregnant. And I think it was like last year it came out. Yes, the Silent Place game. Dude, I was sitting there like, I remember watching that and I was like, seeing the chat, because I was watching a streamer play that. No, yeah, the Silent Place game. Seeing the chat constantly complain about people with asthma, meanwhile I have severe asthma, I was like, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it in the apocalypse. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Because like my asthma is really bad. Like my asthma is so bad. I take like 4 different meds for my asthma. I take 4 different meds. I'm on pills for this shit, bro. And it hasn't gotten better. Frankly, I think it's just gotten worse, but that's neither here nor there. With age, I think it's just gotten worse. What do you mean now I gotta traverse the land to go find more inhalers? Nah. I wouldn't even need to be sacrificed is what I'm saying. I'm going to die. I'm going to take myself out. I outgrew mine. A lot of people do, but mine was not one of those. Like I have like the asthma that doesn't go away. I have the asthma that gets worse, actually. That lifelong asthma. Well, I hope that it works out, Brain Dead. At least you have a plan, a game plan. What's that thing? The app line divorce. I'm gonna be honest with you though, like dead ass with you. App line divorce is like a crime. App line divorce is like a crime. Like you'll go to jail. It's not like a funny hee hee ha ha. Like you're putting somebody in danger. You're putting someone in danger because you're a coward and you can't break up with them. That's what that is. You're like, I'll just and not obviously I know it's because people are mentally unwell and also people are psychopathic, right? But the idea of like a family annihilator just like consistently freaks me the fuck out. I know it's because people are psychopathic and or people are mentally unwell and or a bunch of other things that have nothing to do with anything. But it's like family annihilators are so insane to me. So because you're depressed, I gotta die? Huh? So because you're depressed about your life, everybody gotta die in this house? Whole house dead? Scariest shit. Scariest shit. Scariest shit in the world. Oh, okay. So I want to divorce my wife. I guess I'll just drive everybody into the lake. It's like, huh? Scariest shit in the world. They're putting people through asthma through all sorts of situations. I'm just saying, like, if the apocalypse happened, I'm just going to take myself out. I would just let the bomb take, like, okay, if we were having like a nuclear apocalypse, I would just let the bomb take me. I would let the bomb take me. I'm not sitting through this. What do you mean the whole nuclear bomb and you want me to survive through this? Has anybody ever watched Dark, the TV show on Netflix? No spoilers for people that haven't. But if you know, you know. Like, I'm not sitting through that. I'm not surviving through that. I can't have Wendy's. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Oh, no Taco Bell? Leon Kennedy needs me alive. Is Leon gonna be there? Is Leon Kennedy going to be there, or is he a figment of my imagination? But I don't know. I feel very like, I don't want to say like maternal, but I feel like, you know that meme where it's like you know that meme where it's like, Jacob Elordi, I feel very fond of you. The Twitter post. It's like, Jacob Elordi, I feel very fond of you. Like we would go uh pick apples in the apple orchard. I feel that way towards Leon Kennedy. I would still smash, but I feel that way towards Leon Kennedy, where I'm like, I don't feel like feral about Leon Kennedy. I'm just like, Leon Kennedy, I am very fond of you. We would go pick apples in the apple orchard. But I don't feel any like sexual, because like when I see Leon Kennedy, I don't feel like sexual desire towards him. But would I smash? Yes, objectively, yes. But I don't feel like sexual like lust. I'm just like, Leon Kennedy, I'm very fond of you, Leon Kennedy. Okay, head out. Yeah, that vibe, you know. I don't feel sexual desire towards Ada Wong either. It's pretty much the same. Ada Wong, I am very fond of you. We would pick apples in an apple orchard together. You know. Thank you for the thirsty and the red on my check. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Like, Leon is like the type of guy where I'd be like, are we gonna go drive to Taco Bell? Where I'd feel very safe around him. Like, if I was high, like, he would definitely take care of me. But, like, and, like, he wouldn't do anything weird. Like, he would just tuck me into bed. Like, I feel that way about Leon Kennedy. Where I'm like, I don't think he would do anything to me. I really do feel like he'd get me Taco Bell. Like, I really do feel like he'd get me Taco Bell. And he'd sit with me. And, like, if I was freaking out, he would hold my hand. He would hold my hand and he'd tell me stories that would make me feel very calm. And he might be a little grumpy about it, but he'd still do it, and I'd very much appreciate that. But like, would I smash? Yeah, of course. But like, obviously. But like, I don't feel like feral towards Leon Kennedy. Like, I feel like Leon Kennedy would ask me like if I'm hungry after like a long day, you know. He would ask me if I'm hungry, like, and he would actually get me some food. He's just thoughtful like that. Running around circles on the Tomodachi Island kind of friendship. Yes. I feel that way towards a lot of characters. I feel very similarly towards like Link from Legend of Zelda, where I'm like, yeah, like, I am very fond of you, Link. I mean, would I smash? Yes, of course. And also, I'm very fond of you, Link. I feel like we just have a really good time together. I feel like we'd have a great time together. This is how I feel about it. APA sleeping out. Stream froze. Let me look. It freeze for me. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it was just Inu. It's just Inu. Wow, I think I talked about everything that I want to talk about. Question mark. Have I mentioned that adult Zuko is attractive yet? Gotta mention that. Thank you. Every single stream until I get over it, I need to mention that. Thank you. Adult Zuko. There's an adult Zuko cosplay party. The location is happening in my bedroom. All that look like adult Zuko can enter. It's happening in my bedroom in 2 hours. So if you look like adult Zuko, you can definitely head in. Free entry. Only if you look like adult Zuko. Thank you. If you look like Sokka, you can also enter. If you look like Sokka, you can also enter. But it's a different door. It's a different door. Different entryway. Different entryway for sure. Also, Beams, you have in fact won your 50/50. Congratulations. Congrats. Congratulations. Congrats. Mwah. You get just the one kiss because I'm feeling just really nice because I'm thinking about adult Zuko. Just the one. Just the one. I think I got Sabingo. Pup is back after a millennia. Let me look. Let me look. Gotta open up the cord. Ooh, this is a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good bingo. Solid. Mwah. Thank you, Edu, for getting a bingo. Thank you. You did it. That was such a good one. Haven't had a, shouldn't have said that in a minute. Haven't had one of those. Wow, of course. How long have we been streaming for? Like an hour? Like an hour, almost 2 hours? Sorry, I'm hungry. I'm gonna keep yawning until I start eating something. I'm gonna keep yawning until I start eating something. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Your boy is hungry. Wow. Next topic. I had a thought earlier and I'm losing it. Because I'm thinking about dinner. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm thinking about dinner. I'm like, what am I gonna eat later? Oh, you know what? I forgot to make that character in Tamagotchi. I gotta make that character. What's for dinner? I think I'm gonna have lasagna. If the lasagna is defrosted, I'm gonna eat that. If it's not defrosted, I'm gonna be pissed. If it's not defrosted, then because I put it in the fucking freezer and then I forgot about it earlier and then I had to take it out of the fucking freezer. So hopefully it should be defrosted by now because it's been fucking forever. But if it's not that, there was pasta in the fridge. I could just eat that pasta. I should probably eat that pasta. I'll eat it tomorrow. I'll eat that pasta tomorrow. I actually should eat that pasta. I just remember there's that pasta in the fridge. I should eat that pasta. I left the spaghetti in the fridge. There's like one serving. There's literally like one bowl of spaghetti. Just like a single serving of spaghetti. And I forgot about it. I should probably eat that too. But I'm gonna eat it tomorrow. Eat that tomorrow. Because I haven't gone grocery shopping yet. Which is the annoying thing. Usually when I move, I have my family do grocery shopping for me, but this time they couldn't because my family had to leave early. So they didn't do the grocery shopping for me, and this is the first time that they haven't done grocery shopping for me after a move, and it's thrown me off whack because I'm like, what the fuck is in the house? I'm like, what the fuck do I eat? The fuck do I eat? It was fine for like the first couple days because I actually had like leftovers from when they were here, but now I'm like, what the fuck do I eat? I'm pretty sure my parent was supposed to make me food too, and then they didn't. They lied to me. They lied to me several times. Yeah, I know. They lied to me several times. Because they were supposed to make me chapatis, and they didn't. They're a liar. All they do is lie. All parents do are lie, eat hot food, and lie some more, honestly. Lie some more. That's all they do. Yeah, they were supposed to make me chapati, and they kept saying it too. They were like, I'm gonna make chapatis. I'm gonna make chapatis. I'm gonna make chapatis. And I didn't even think about them making chapatis until they had put it in my mind. And now I just think about it right now. I'm like, they didn't make me no fucking chapatis. I just thought about it. They actually didn't make me fucking chapatis. I just fucking thought about it. A chapati is like it's like a fried dough. Like it's basically like a tortilla, but not really. How would Wiki describe it? It's like it's like a fried, like, well, pan fried, like flatbread is how they call it. Traditionally, it's eaten, oh my god, I don't know why I'm itching. Am I itching? Kind of airy, triangle shaped? No. No, it's not triangle shaped. It's circles. I'll show a picture. No, because it doesn't taste anything like naan. I'll show a picture of like the Indian chapatis because African chapatis are different. So it's traditionally eaten in like India and also in Africa, but they're made differently. Like Indian chapatis are thinner, African chapatis are thicker. But I'll show a picture on screen. Oop, I saved it in the wrong fucking place. Whoops. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. No. Okay, perfect. It's like, I'm about to dox myself. Okay. I put it in there. So it's this, and you eat this with like, you eat this with like food, like any foods, you know, with like any foods, you know, isn't that roti? No. Like roti tastes different. Like I know they all look the same because if I showed you three different pictures of if I showed you a picture of roti and I showed you a picture of chapati and I showed you a picture of like what's the other one, naan, it would look the same. I promise you those three things taste different. Like I promise you they taste different. They literally taste different. I'll save the chapati. They taste different and they're also. Did I stop the music? I think I paused it. Surely did. I don't want to hear the ad anyway. They're also made differently. Like roti traditionally is made in a different way than um chapati is. Also, thank you, Inu. I can't hear anything right now. I don't know why. Hold on. Oh, it's because I turned that shit off. Oh my god, it's so loud. Let me wait until the ad break is over. Hold up. Let me wait until the. Oh my god, my heart started hurting. What does that mean? Am I dying? Am I having a heart attack? But this is it, guys. This is where I go. This is it. This is my time. I got an advertisement for the fucking Hilton. I'm not going there. Okay, now I can hear stuff again. Thank you, Inu. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Thanks much. So, no. Here's my answer to you. No, because roti is made differently than chapati. And it also like puffs up, which at least African chapati doesn't do that. Or at least the way we make it doesn't do that. So like it gets like puffy. Obviously I'm not an expert in like all of these things. I'm only an expert in what I eat. So I'm only an expert in what I eat. So I can't speak to everything that and how different regions make it. I do know online like if you type in like roti, it will also show chapati, but like that's probably because well for one, I think people have a tendency, and again like I'm not an expert in regional experiences, but I do think that people have a tendency to flatten cultural foods where it's like, well, it's kind of all the same. It's kind of all the same. Which to be fair, I mean like you eat it the same way. I just think they taste different personally. I mean, maybe one person would be like, they all taste the same. They don't taste the same to me at all in any capacity. And roti and Indian chapati is thinner. African chapati is bigger and it's fat. Like it's really thick. I wish I had a picture of like African chapati because like when you see them side by side in person, it's actually like very different. Like it's very very different. Because they're like huge. They're like I usually when I'm eating them, I'll eat it as my plate. Which is like how I like to eat it. I'll do the bowl first, and then I do my chapati, and then I do all my sauce, and then I do the food, and then I mix it all up, and I let it soup up all the sauce, and I tear it off on the edges. Because it's basically a plate. I'm basically eating off of my own plate. Um, but you know, again, I'm not like a. It's making me hungry. I'm not like. I really wish they had made chapati before they had left. I really want chapati. Really want chapati. I'm so sad. Anyway. Anyway. You can make it a bazillion different ways, but the way we make it in our family, our culture, it's thicker, it's bigger. It's the size of it's the size of your fucking head. And they were supposed to make me that. I'm actually gonna bring that up to them the next day, the next time I talk to them, and be like, you said you were gonna make me that and then you didn't. You lied to me. You lied. You lied, and now I'm hungry. Because there's literally no equivalent. There's no equivalent to it. You can't just go buy it. It doesn't taste the same. And they're gonna be like, well, you can make it. It's only 3 ingredients. It's only 3 ingredients. You can make it. What do I look like slaving away in the kitchen? Yeah, because in usually when I'm craving it, I'll go and shop at Indian grocery stores and I'll buy chapati, or I'll buy their chapati, Indian chapati, but it tastes different. It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste the same. Which, to be fair to them, I could make it, but seriously, what do I look like slaving away in the kitchen? Actually, what do I look like? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it at all. That sounds terrible. I don't want to do that at all. Plus, I wanted them to make gravy. Maybe I will make it. Because I'm not this week. Maybe I'll make it next week. Maybe. If I find strength. It takes forever, though. Oh my god. It takes forever. It takes forever. That's what Satan was supposed to do. Exactly. I'm actually really annoyed because I just forgot about that. I'm actually really annoyed. I'm just super annoyed. I'm like, you really were? I mean, I can't even be mad because they actually fixed up my house, so I can't even be mad about it. Can't be too mad. They did fix up the house. I can't be too mad. Speaking of my parents, my mom almost got me killed. I was driving the passenger seat, passed the car in the right lane, to go in the right lane. She started to speed up. I was 2 feet away from being a lane load bearer. Many such cases. That happened to me when I was driving my family around this last weekend. But actually, that didn't happen to me exactly in that way. That wasn't my fault. So my family always tells me that I drive like I'm in the Fast and the Furious. And I tell them that I didn't want to be like this. I had to be like this because I live in an area where it requires Fast and the Furious like driving. I was a very conservative driver. And then I came to an area where everybody was driving in a way that forced me to drive like this. So now I have to drive like this. And I was driving in one lane. It was gonna split off into kind of like a curve, and the car next to me basically decided at the very last second that they wanted to be in my lane, and they just cut in front of me, which was extremely dangerous. And I had to hit the brakes in order to give them space because there was no turn signal. That's another thing, people not using their turn signals when you want to turn. It's so easy to use your turn signal. I use it literally without thinking about it. As soon as I want to turn, my turn signal is on. As soon as I want it off, it's off. It takes no time at all. Out of all the things in driving, turn signaling is the easiest, truthfully. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. But then my family were pissed at me. They were like, well, that's your problem. That's your problem. It's because you drive like a maniac. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, me? You guys are upset with me? They didn't have their friggin' blinker on.
You make the road sound like it's Mad Max. It is Mad Max. Have you ever driven on these roads? It is Mad Max, actually. You know what I did to get home today? You know what I did to get home today? It actually is. And I was fighting against the traffic system too, because I was talking with them and I'm like, I'm not driving like a maniac. Literally look around you. Everybody's driving like this. I have to drive like this in order for us to get to our next destination. You think I'm doing this for fun? I'm doing this because we have to. Look around, guys. Look around for a quick second. Mind you, public transport is driving in the exact same way. I'm like, you guys see the local buses? They're driving the exact same way. Because, like, one member of my family was like, so you're just gonna drive in the middle of the road? And I was like, well, yes. I was like, they're like, so you're just gonna drive into the middle of the road? And I'm like, yeah, actually. It actually doesn't matter that I'm driving in the middle of the road. It really doesn't, actually. It actually really doesn't. Because literally, look around you. Everybody's driving like this. Have you guys seen the police? They're also driving like this. Don't even get me started on the police. I've seen the police do things that should literally be illegal. Like, that are illegal, actually. Don't get me started. Pit maneuvering grandmas. I actually had to cut in front of a grandma today because I was trying to get home and I was in the lane. It was 3 lanes. And the lane I was in wasn't moving. And unfortunately, like in front of me was a bus. Like like a public transport bus for elderly individuals. So I was like, maybe it's because the bus is going slow that like this whole lane is going slow. Like I'm confused. But every other lane around us is going pretty fast. So I'm like, okay, let me just skip over. So I go over, and then I see it's not even the bus. There's a car in front of the bus. Because I'm like, what's going on at the front of this lane? It's a car in front of the bus that is, I kid you not, going 5 miles per hour. The speed limit's 40. I kid you not. Like, I literally thought it was like rush hour traffic. I kid you not, 5 miles per hour. The bus went around this car. The bus started. I was fighting for my life against the bus actually. After they had gone around it, because it was me and the bus trying to get into the same lane. Who's gonna get there first? Going 5 miles per hour. I'm like, I have to drive like I'm in the Fast and the Furious because there's people like this going 5 miles per hour in a 40 zone. And you would think grandmother, but no, young, young, just stupid, young and just stupid. And you know what? I am one of those people. I never thought I was going to be one of those people, but I am one of those people that, like, if you drive poorly, I will drive next to you and I'll drive slow so I can look inside of your car to see who's driving. I'm one of those people. I literally will drive slow so I can look inside of your car because I have to know who the fuck was driving. I have to know. Crazy. Anyway, I never drive in upstate. Just don't drive. Just don't drive. Stop driving. Everyone just stop driving. Bring back public transport is really what we need. Just bring back public transport, genuinely. I want to take a bus. I would love to take the bus. I would love to take the bus to point A and to point B. I would love to take the bus to the beach, on the streets, on the side, on a boat, to the moat. I feel like I'm the cat in the hat here. But I would. I would love to take a bus everywhere. If I could never drive again, I literally wouldn't. But unfortunately, public transport sucks ass because the US fucking sucks. I want to live in China. I want to live in China. I want public transportation that works. I want to pay $2 so I can get an Uber to my work. Crazy to think that we can't get public chances because of racism. Well, yes. Well, yes. England has great public transportation. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm not going to fucking England though. I'm not living in fucking England though. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I can have public transport. It could have good public transport. I'm not living there. Trains are expensive. I mean, don't live here. I had no plans of that. I had no plans of that. My uncle, who is British, mind you, a full Brit, like my that side of my family, I haven't spoken to them in a minute, but like that side of my family, dead ass, like my uncle is one of the most patriotic motherfuckers in the world. Like Britain is the best place to live. Whenever I talk with him, that's literally what he sounds like. And I'm like, sure, whatever you say. Like, whatever you say. Back when I was a full-blown British weeaboo. I don't have the right word for it, but like a British weeaboo. You know, everybody had that phase where they were like obsessed with Britain. Back in the day. And I was a British weeaboo. He was so excited. He was so excited. And then you can come and live with me. I was like, oh my God, uncle, I would love to do that. I would love to come live with you. I'm past that point in my life, and he won't let it go. He won't let it go. To this day, I'm like, uncle, that was decades ago. I'm grown. Like that was decades ago. It's not happening. I'm not moving. I'm not living there. Oh, it cracks me up though, because it just makes me laugh. Because so you're not. So you think I can't even do his accent. I can't even do the accent. But he's like, so you think that Britain isn't amazing? I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. I just don't think it suits my needs at this point in time. Like, I just don't think I'm ever gonna live there. What? It's actually so funny. What? How can it not suit your needs? I'm like, okay, whatever. Uncle, I gotta hang up. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go, Uncle. I gotta go. Let's talk again soon. I gotta go. It's the best place. The best place. He's the most like nationalistic individual I've ever known. So proud. So proud. So proud. A Tiabu? Yeah. I was a tried and true Tiabu way back when, and I'm just not anymore. Sorry. But to be fair to Britain, I'm not like that for any country. I think that there's issues with every what? So you ain't been. You're joking, but that's actually how they speak, and it's also how why my cousins don't talk to me because it's actually why my cousins don't talk to me. Because I remember very distinctly when they came here, I wouldn't stop doing the accent, and they were kind of sick of it. The last time they came to visit, I just couldn't stop doing the accent. I couldn't let it go, and they really were sick of me. Like, truthfully. Truthfully, really sick of me. Name one bad thing about Japan. The war crimes that they haven't atoned for. You can't just rebrand to Hello Kitty and then think everything is okay. Reparations. Where are they? Also, the work culture is toxic. I mean, I know you're joking, but like, I know you're joking. Work culture is toxic. Racism, xenophobia. Japan is like extremely xenophobic. Japan is extremely xenophobic. They're talking about their low birth rate. Meanwhile, they're like, how are we going to increase the Japanese population? We don't want them foreigners coming in. We don't want those foreigners coming in sullying our Japanese population. It's like, okay, oh my god. It sounds like you guys are going to die out then. I don't know what to tell you. Because it's not looking very good. That's what it's looking like. Because as far as we're aware, the Japanese aren't getting married anyway. Tough shit, tough titties. Sounds like you're gonna have to open the borders, brother. Got a lot of old people, ain't no youngins. Open them fucking borders. It's just so crazy to me that people, I mean, obviously, like, it's because people are racist and xenophobic, but it's like countries are so racist and xenophobic, they'd rather die out. That's insanity to me. You'd rather die, huh? Like, you'd rather die than open your borders. That's insanity. It's the worst it's ever been, like, last year. And for good reason. Like, why would people want to have kids? Especially, I mean, I know we're talking about Japan, but, like, in general, why would people want to have kids? But specifically also to Japan, like, why would Japanese women want to have kids? Especially when they are punished for having children. Like, in Japanese society, you are punished for having children, literally. Basically, your career stops. I forgot there's a term for it, but they call it like the W curve or the U curve or something like that, where your career basically stagnates as soon as you have children, and it basically doesn't return after you have kids. Yeah, extremely misogynistic as well. It's like, why would you want to have kids if you have a career? I'm not trying to get my career all fucked up for some fucking kids. Hell no. For a fucking man that ain't do some shit? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Heaven forbid. You know a woman's place is in the kitchen. Inu, you know that. Inu, stop playing with me. You know that a woman's place is in the kitchen. You know that. You know that. Good and well. You know good and well. Better be in there making them sandwiches. Ain't nothing a woman got to do with a man's work. All a woman needs is her apron. And there's that firecracker. All a woman needs is her apron. You know, you gotta be a little more like high and mighty about it to get firecracker. All a woman needs is her apron. and a big pot so she can start cooking. That's all she needs. Amen. That's all she needs. Caca. But it makes sense, literally. Like, back in my day, a woman knew her place. Back in my day. Now all these women want to go to work. They want to talk about, I don't know, equal rights or something like that. I don't know. I don't know about all that. They want equal pay or something. Equal pay. Back in my day, we used to put a, I don't know, a babysitter in her house. That was equal pay. Get her a day off. Man, get her to do her lady things. Get her nails done or something like that. And them womanly wiles. Get her a babysitter for a day, but not for too long. Not for too long. Someone's gonna come in and be like, "Oh my god." And I have pancakes on the table, bacon on the table. Back in my day, beer in my hand by night, and I was fucking my secretary. Those were good days. Those are good days. Back in my day, if women spoke out, I gave her a little lobotomy. She was right as rain. Actually, they'd give you cocaine. They'd give you methamphetamines and cocaine. All she needs is a little bit of meth, and she's gonna be perfectly fine. By tomorrow, she'll be right as rain. She needs a little bit of coke. I mean, they give coke to kids, I'm pretty sure, too. And be like, coke fixes everything. Just a little bit of coke. You know, it fixes it all. I mean, it was in the Coca-Cola, but I mean, they were also giving it to kids. And you know, if that didn't work, I'd give her that old knuckle sandwich. It's not funny. And then she'd learn right. She'd learn right. She'd learn not to put salami in my sandwich. Now, my America is. Now, in pup society, we beat men. Yeah, no. In my society, it's equal. It's equal opportunity. No, that's not true. I don't believe in things being equal. I believe in things being my way or the highway. I don't really give a fuck about what other people are doing, but it's my way or the highway. Oh, beat the abusive men? I thought we were just beating men. Right. Right. Yeah, just the abusive men. Right, for sure. I mean, maybe that's what you want to do. I'm thinking we just kind of I'm thinking I really did like that trend though that was happening on TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok in like forever, but I really did like that trend that was happening where I think it came from like a men's rights podcast or something like that where the audio was like, show me a woman that beats men. Show me a woman. Show me a woman that beats men. And women using that audio. That made me very happy. That was making me very happy. Show me a woman that beats men. Where's my brand? You're joking, but I'm not. You're joking, but I'm not. I run my relationships like the Navy. I don't believe in. That's why I'm like, maybe for y'all, again, whatever you guys want to do in your relationships, I don't really care, but I'm running this shit like the Navy, actually. I am actually sitting there with the beer in my hand. Where's my fucking dinner? Dinner should have been ready. Dinner should have been ready. By the time I get home, dinner deadass should have been ready, for real. What are we gonna eat tonight? This shit ain't a game. If I'm home, listen, if I'm the breadwinner in the household, but this chicken's cold. This chicken's cold. That's not funny, but the Boondocks episode is really funny. That's not. Bitch, this chicken is cold. Talking about the Boondocks episode. I will say though, if I'm the breadwinner in the household, which I don't expect to be the breadwinner in the household, in my household, the way I'm planning out my relationship, but I will say that, like, you know, I'm not saying that I'm rich, because I'm not rich at this point in my lifetime. After my certificates are done, I might be. After I can say that much. After I'm done with all my schooling and I've taken all of my tests and I'm finally credentialed, I might be, actually. It might be. I might be, but not right now. Right now, I'm at that poor phase, you know? It's like the pit, you know? It's like the pit. I'm in my residential. The money's not there. Not a doctor status yet. But I might be after. And I'm not expecting to be the breadwinner in my household. But let's say I am the breadwinner in my household. Just because, like, personally for me, I need to date somebody that has their own money. So what are you bringing? What are you bringing to this house? Certainly can't be me. Last time I checked, I'm not anybody's sugar daddy, sugar mommy, sugar parent. Last time I checked, I need somebody to bring their own income, because I ain't paying for that shit. I ain't paying for that shit. Oh my god, fuck I look like. No offense. Again, as I've been saying, I think everybody's relationships are just dependent on your relationship, because I'm not dating you. So I don't think it matters to me. Like, if my friends call me and they're like, I paid for my boyfriend today, I'm like, oh, that sounds great. Like, it's really cute that you paid for your boyfriend. Would I be paying for my boyfriend? Fuck no. Fuck no. 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 No, I wouldn't be doing that. If we're on a date and they're talking about, so how are we gonna split this? Huh? How are we gonna split what? Oh, you know what? I think I hear saxophones. So you know what? I think we're about wrapping up. Let me take my shit to go. I'll pay for my shit, but you ain't coming home with me, that's for sure. That's the last time you're gonna hear from me. That's just me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. The only sugar they're providing is the one that's going into cooking. Speaking about splitting, it's time for me to go. And again, I think, like, splitting things is great. For other people. For other people. For other people. Not for me, though. Y'all stay easy, but not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Stay easy, though. I love it for other people. I really do. I love it for other people. Not for nothing. It's just because, like, I've always been able to provide for myself. Like, I've always been able to pay my own bills. I've always been able to do everything for myself. So dead ass, you actually have to come here with something. Like, dead ass. Like, you actually do have to come here with something. Because, like, I kind of got it all sorted out already. So what are you bringing? What are you bringing? Better be something. Better be something. What do the puppets provide? You guys make me laugh, and you fill my void forever needing it. Ever, you fill the empty void inside of me that needs constant attention and love. You know, because I got trauma. I got unhealed trauma, so this is why I stream. Something's unhealed inside of me. Happy to help. Thank you. Happy to have you here. But I'm dead ass though. If I was the breadwinner in my house, dinner actually better be ready at 6. I think I'm not joking. I'm actually dead ass. Like if I'm the breadwinner in our fucking household, you damn right dinner better be ready. You damn right. When I get home, the house better be fucking clean. You damn fucking right. Damn fucking right. You fucking joking? You fucking joking? Like if we're doing trad wife shit, the house better be fucking spick and span by the time I get home. Abso-fucking-lutely. Clean the way, yes, clean the way I'm expecting it. Yes. Absolutely, clean the way I need it to be clean. My clothes better be set for the next day too. My clothes better be set. Dinner better be immaculate. If you aren't bringing any fucking money to the house, so what are you bringing to the house? Some dick? Oh, I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh, I certainly don't need that. This house better be fucking clean though. I know that much. Oh, I don't need that. The house better be clean and dinner needs to be set on the table. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I actually need 3 meals. And snacks. You better get this house together. What? Absolutely. Bitch, this chicken is cold. This chicken is cold. I'm dead ass. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm really not. I'm laughing, but shit ain't funny. Like the house, I can't imagine being. I mean, literally, I would never put myself through that where I'm supporting another individual because that's not a dream that I have. But let's say that it was. This was a dynamic that I caught myself in. That house, I'm talking breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. My lunch is packed for when I go to work the next day. I'm talking blue collar worker shit. I'm talking that TikTok mom shit. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking you're up at 5 a.m. while I'm still in bed because I need that extra rest before I go to work. Yeah. 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 And you know, you can be like, Pup, that's crazy. I really don't care. You can be like, Pup, that's insane. I don't care. I'm being dead ass. And I'm making sure too. And that ass better be tight too by the time I get home. I would literally be so insane. If I'm the only person bringing money in the house, I completely understand. That's why I'm not like mad at like if you want to be a trad wife or you want to be like in a trad dynamic, I'm actually not mad at it as long as both people are okay with what's happening in the house. It's only an issue if two people aren't okay with it, you know? If one person isn't okay with it. But like I'm totally fine with it if other people are. I think that's fine. Cuz it makes sense. Like yeah, if I'm out there working, making all the money for everything that we're going to need in the house, yeah, you're gonna do breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee on the fucking table, clothes are gonna be ironed. You're gonna have to do something here. Yeah. Gotta sleep on the floor as well. Nah, nah, that's not gonna work either. Sleep on the floor is crazy. That makes sense to me. I mean, like, if I was dating somebody who made like more money than me and they were like, you can quit your job as long as you keep the house clean, and keep everything as spick and span. First of all, I'd never do that because I'm not built for that. Let me just start off by saying I would never do that because I'm too confrontational for that. So I'm too confrontational for that. Clearly I was meant to be a father in another lifetime. I'm too confrontational for that. Clearly. Because ain't nobody telling me to clean the fucking house and I'm gonna listen to that shit. So that's not gonna happen. But let's say that that was something that happened and I wasn't confrontational. I would say that that's fine because it's like, yeah, you're bringing all the money in the house. The floor's too nice, yeah. I mean, they're still my partner at the end of the day, guys. They're still my partner at the end of the day. I think they can come inside the bed. It's fine. But like, what do you wear in a bed? Like, what do you wear in a bed? That's the real question. You still can come inside the bed, but what are you wearing? I'm gonna need you to start going to Pilates. I'm gonna need you to start going. I'm gonna need you to start going to Pilates. If you make all the money in the household, dead ass. Memes, you're joking, but I feel that in my heart. I'm like, in another lifetime, I do feel like I was the trad husband. I fit very well into that role. I feel it in my heart. Because, like, you're going to have to go to Pilates for real. Like, that's not a joke. It's not a joke. We can go together on occasion, but you're going to have to go. I'm bringing all the fucking money in this house. This fucking economy? In this fucking economy? And I can't have a piece of hot ass to come home to? Hell no. Hell no. It's about to get real misandrist in this household. It's about to get real misandrist in this household. My man's gonna have to put on some booty shorts for sure. What are you doing over there cleaning by the pool and that? No. You're forgetting your uniform. I'm bringing home all the money. Do you know how expensive it is to feed two people in this economy? Plus vacations? You best believe I'm getting you in some fucking panties. You best believe. That's the least you can do. That's the least you can do. This fucking economy? You best believe. See, that's why I'm like, I feel like in another life, I definitely was a coal miner. Honey, the least you can do is put on that nice thing that I like you wear. The least you can do is put on that red thing that you always wear, that baby doll. Put that on. You know, I've been slaving away for 12 hours. I mean, fuck, I can't have some goddamn dinner and see my lovely partner in something nice. I mean, what do I slave all day for? Slaving all day. For what exactly? Is it too much to ask? You're tired? I'm tired. I slave all day, 14 hours in the coal mines. 14 hours. My bones are breaking. I got Charles on me. Talking about how the mine's about to close soon and then we're going to have to find different work somewhere else. But I do it for you. I do it for us. So just go put on the baby doll. Just go put it on real quick. This is my real accent. I'm actually British. I got bill from accounting down my fucking neck. Ask me every single day where the numbers are at. You know I ain't bringing in those fucking numbers. But I clock in and I have those conversations every damn day for you. To put food in y'all bellies. Every ding dong day. I do it for y'all.
Least you can do is make sure that my chicken's not fucking cold. What you can do. That would actually piss me off so bad. I would be so upset. Oh my god, could you imagine you work 12 fucking hours and you come home and the chicken's fucking cold? I'd fucking kill everybody. I'm starting to understand family annihilators. I'm kidding, half kidding, half kidding. In Roblox. I'm starting to understand it. Because literally, I mean, obviously, family annihilators are doing crazy shit. But, like, dead ass, if I came home and I worked 12 fucking hours, have you ever worked, like, a long ass shift and all you wanted to do was come home? How do they do it? I'm just good at this shit. I'm gonna be red pilled. Never. But have you ever worked, like, a long shift? Oh my god, this has happened to me before. Literally, where I've worked like a long ass shift and I've come home and then people are yapping in your fucking ear. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, shut the fuck up. All I want to do is eat and go the fuck to sleep. I want to eat something hot and go to sleep. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse. I'm like, I just want to eat something hot and go the fuck to sleep. Are you talking to me right now? This is literally what I was talking about, what that happened with my family and moving, because they kept talking to me at the end of the day. After we had moved everything, they were talking to me and I'm like, guys, I literally had to look at everybody and I was like, you guys need to pretend that I'm not here. And I put on my noise canceling headphones and I was like, because I'm literally going to have a meltdown if you guys don't stop talking to me. Like, I'm actually gonna, like, get really upset with everybody here for no reason because everybody keeps talking to me. I'm like, pretend that I'm not here. Pretend you can't see me. Because every 5 minutes they're asking me something. Pup, what's happening with this? Pups, what's going on with this? Pup, where's this? Where's that? Yo, figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Could you imagine coming home after working in the fucking coal mines and the dinner is some dog shit? That's why I'm talking about Pilates. That's why I'm saying I can't be working 12 hours in a coal mine and you don't have that lasagna perfected by the time I get there. You had 12 hours. You had 12 hours to perfect the lasagna. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why are there tomatoes on my plate? I could never be red pilled though. I just have too much sense, you know? I just have too much sense. But it is funny to pretend. It's funny to put on the accent and whatnot, but it's like I could genuinely never be red pilled. Or like an incel. Like I could literally never be an incel ever in my life. Like I used to be a pick me, but I could never be an incel. Like ever in my life. Because, and to be frank, it's just because I'm just aware of the world. I'm not stuck inside of my own internalized concept of what the world is. I recognize that I have my own schema about the world, and also there's a reality that exists outside of me. I.e., for example, when people are like, I'll never be able to get anybody. I'll never be able to date anybody. I'm so ugly. I'm so this, that, and the third. It's like, okay, well, you can have that as your personal opinion about yourself. That shows that you have low self-esteem, right? Like you have a low self-concept, but that's also just factually untrue. Like people will date you. Yeah, people will date you. Will it be people that you like? Who knows? But like somebody will date you. Somebody will date you. You can get a date like tonight. You get a date tonight. But it's because you have like that horrible worldview that like you think that and you believe that deeply inside of you. But it's like I just don't have that problem because I'm just able to think outside of the world, outside of my own world. Where it's like I can feel bad about myself, but then like factually, well, I shouldn't say factually, but it is a fact. Like I can look at the facts and be like, I'm really hot.
I could look at the facts of like, regardless of what I feel about myself and how bad I feel about myself, I'm hot, so that's all gonna work itself out. It's fine. It's okay. It'll be fine. But like incels can't do that. Or it's like, I'm capable. It's like, yeah, today sucks. Or like work sucked, but it's like I'm also a very capable individual. So it's all gonna work itself out. You know? Because I believe in myself. Ooh. But some people just don't have that ability to do that, which is really sad. That's why people should go to therapy, as I'm always saying in every single stream. I'm saying it. It's like that's why you should go to therapy, so you can kind of build that skill. So you're not like thinking that is that self worth I hear. Yeah, I actually do have high self worth. Even when I feel like shit about myself, I'm like, nah, but it's cool though, because I'm like actually pretty cool. Actually, pretty cool despite it all. Because it's just a thought that I'm having. It doesn't mean that it's true. Sometimes your thoughts aren't real. You know, you're having an irrational thought. You're having a cognitive. You're experiencing a cognitive distortion. You know, doesn't mean it's a fact just because you think about it. But a lot of people do think that. My streamer believing in themselves, I know. But a lot of like incels and whatnot have that in regards to relationships. So they just end up blaming other people. Where they're like, well, it's everybody else's fault that I can't date a woman. And it's like, no, it's your own fault. Because, like, you suck. Because, like, you suck. You're a trash person. Because of your belief system. It's not because of, like, women. Women! Or men for, like, femcells. Like, femcells and whatnot. But I just think it's like, I don't know. I genuinely can never see myself ever becoming like the red pilled or doom pilled or anything like that, because I also just find the whole like incel community to be like literally obnoxious and hilarious. And I don't mean hilarious haha, I mean like hilarious sad. Because what do you mean you unironically call yourself like a Chad? Like you utilize those words like Chad and Stacy, like looks maxering and stuff like that. Like you unironically utilize those terms. Like that's really sad. Like that's insanity. Like you go on Reddit or like 4chan and you let other men tell you who you should be. Oh, so you want male validation. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. I'm like, oh, so you want male validation. What if someone calls himself a stud? A guy? Well, do they mean it in like a, hey, they're stud, or do they mean it in like a gay way? Like a queer way? I don't utilize those terms, so I wouldn't know. I mean, I utilize the queer terms, but like, I have never called anyone a stud in my life. I've said like, that person looks hot. The first, not the latter. I'm like, studs. I'm like, studs. I mean, I don't have any problem with them, you know. Sometimes I like a stud. I don't know. I've never referred to a man as like, oh, that's a stud right there. I've never done that. That's very much like white women do that more. I've never done that, but I hear white women speak like that. I've never done that. I'll just say that someone's hot. that person looks hot and this person is hot. I also gotta wrap up stream. I'm starving. I'm waiting though until the next ad break because I think we're about to hit the next ad break, but let me look. Damn, dude, you're banging. Yes, in 3 minutes. So I'll wait until after the ad break is done and then I'll wrap up. You're banging. I've never said that in my life. But I also, like, when I compliment men, I just compliment them in the same way that I compliment women. I'm like, I just think, like, your eyes look really pretty. But then guys think that I'm hitting on them. And it's like, that's not the case. That's not the case. I'm just telling you that I think your eyes are really pretty, or that I think you have a really nice haircut, or that I think like, wow, you have a really nice like body structure or something like that. But then people would be like, so you want me? And it's like, no. So you want me? Yeah, you want me. You want me. Okay. It's like ain't nobody want you. Which is why I tend not to compliment men. Because they'll dead ass be like, so you want me? And I never want to give the impression that I want a man. There's nothing that I would like less than to give the impression that I'd like a man. There's nothing that I want less. In this lifetime or the next. Thank you. It's just I'm just complimenting you. And I would feel differently about that if they could just take a compliment, but most men cannot take a compliment as just a compliment. And then they end up taking it as like, you want me? Oh, you definitely want me. And now we're in an awkward situation because now I'm denying it and you think my denial means something, but it doesn't. I don't mean anything. Last ad break in about 1 minute. Last one. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I wanted to do another Smasher Pass, but I couldn't think of like a franchise besides Genshin Impact. But I've already done a Genshin Impact Smasher Pass. I can't think of another franchise where I would do one. I saw someone read a Reddit story today about a guy who fell in love with a girl, didn't tell her, and tried to propose. What? You know what? I saw another Reddit story. Am I the antagonist? Damn, it was one about a boyfriend. I always read these Reddit stories and like, am I the asshole? It was crazy. I doubt I'll find it again. Oh, I'll find it. I'll find it. Is this an am I the asshole, or is it another Reddit story? My girlfriend said no when I tried to propose to her. Oh, r/confessions. Ooh. Smash Bros. I'd smash all of the bros. I think isn't the Shapati still on screen? My bad, guys. I forgot about the Shapati. I was actually getting hungry with that being a part of the conversation. Getting hungrier. I mean, am I the asshole or basically confessions? I will say though that like, I think for me oh my god, what is this? I gave my boyfriend 6 years to propose. Oh my god. Now I gotta read this. I gotta wait a minute. I gotta read this. Am I the Am I the asshole for giving my boyfriend of 6 years an ultimatum? My boyfriend, 24, and I, 20. My boyfriend, 24 male, and I, 24 female, have been together for just over 6 years now, since we were 18. We have made some pretty big moves over towards our future recently, such as putting a deposit down on a house and being promoted in our careers. We have been together for 6 years and practically act like a married couple without the titles. We share finances and go on family holidays together, and both of our families love one another. I've started to get a little sick of my boyfriend tiptoeing around the concept of proposing and getting married. Bit of background to this: while I was away at university, we spoke about a proposal, and he said it would be when I finish university. This was 2 years ago, and since then, he has promised me for 2 years that he would propose. And now it's getting to the point where I am saying to him, I don't care how it's done. I would just want to be engaged to be married in a year or so. He constantly says how much he wants to marry me and create a future where we are our own little family, but every time I ask him what's stopping him, he just says he doesn't know, question mark. I thought the whole nervousness around proposing is not knowing how your spouse would react, but at this point, I'm practically begging for a proposal. Because of this, I've given him an ultimatum of either he proposes by the end of the year or I want to break up. Am I the asshole? No, and break up with him. So here's my point. Here's my reflection. Um, Somebody who wants to marry you will marry you. That's just how I feel about it. I really don't think that. And you know what? I don't think that there's anything wrong with waiting like 6 years to get married, however long it takes you guys to get married. But somebody that wants to marry you will do it as quickly as possible because they are excited about you. They want to marry you. Like, they're going to tell you about it, they're going to ask you what you want. Somebody that wants to be with you will make it a point to be with you, will show up for you in ways that matter to you. If this woman has been talking about how she wants to be married since university and he's been slacking on it, he ain't I hate to break it to you, girl, but he ain't he ain't in love with you in the way that you might think he is. Because, like, how much longer are you gonna sit here and wait? It's been 6 years. You guys are almost approaching 10 years together. In my personal opinion, if I was dating somebody, and I think for me, the timeline is like 2 years. In like 2 years, if we're dating each other and you can't figure out whether or not you want to marry me, I would break up with that person. That's me. But I'm a more sure person than other people. I think 2 years is a perfect amount of time for you to learn how to live together, learn what you don't like about living together, get to know each other's quirks. 2 years, you've got it settled. In 2 years, if you can't figure it out, clearly you guys weren't. It didn't work. Clearly, it didn't work. That's crazy. I can't imagine waiting 6 years. I think 2 years is perfectly fine. And then after 2 years, you're gonna have to marry me. I don't really believe in like traditional marriage. I think, again, like, whatever tradition works for you, that's fine. But it's like, if you want to be married, 2 years, I think, is pretty fine. Ooh, okay, now I'm reading it. I'm reading it. I'm reading it. I'm gonna read it. Oh, this is a long one. This is a long one. This is a long one. That chicken better not be cold. But the thing about me is, I'm a very upfront person. Anybody who would date me would know that I have this idea. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this one because it is long, but I'll read it offline. Yeah, I'll read this one offline and I'll tell you how I feel about it next time. But like, anybody that would date me would know that, like, they know who I am. Anybody who's dating me is not going into the ship blind. You know who I am. You know what you came into. You know who I am. I literally told my best friend's husband, I said, you're gonna find out who I am very quickly. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Just accept it. Those are my first words to him. If you're dating me, you're gonna know who I am. And my chicken better not be fucking cold. Dead ass. The fuck would I want cold ass chicken? That's insanity though. I don't even know what this story is in terms of like my best friend proposed to me. But like this whole thing of like, and this is like a whole subset of men, but like men who have this like, and relates to like incels, frankly, because it's a part of the incel community, but men that create like fantasies of the women in their lives and then will be like upset about the fact that like their fantasies are disrupted by reality, i.e. like a girl that you're having a crush on who you have already stated is your friend getting a boyfriend, and now you're upset about it even though you guys are not dating and that is your friend. So why are you upset about this reality where now she has a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whoever? Doesn't make any fucking sense to me. You're proposing, but you've never asked her out on a date? Huh? It's absolute insanity. No, no, I see it. I see it in there. But it's just insanity. I don't know. If one of my best friends proposed to me, I'm not gonna say that would be the end of our friendship, but it would be the end of our friendship as we knew it. Like I would never be able to be as close to that person because I'd be like, that person is actually delusional. We went through our entire friendship and this person literally had this idea of us that never even existed. That's a delusion. That's actually not an okay thing to have in your in your life. And just to answer you from earlier memes before I wrap up stream, Smash Brothers. What are Smash Brothers characters? I don't play Smash Brothers. But you're my best friend. That's what I'm talking about, the delusion. You're my best friend. I'm not gonna smash Mar. Oh, this is a YouTube video. Mute the YouTube video. Mute the YouTube video. I was about to say I just clicked on a YouTube video. My bad. I'm not smashing Mario. I'm not smashing Donkey Kong. I'm smashing Link. I'm smashing Samus. I'm smashing Dark Samus. I'm not smashing Yoshi. I'm not smashing Kirby. That is my son. I'm not smashing Fox. I'm not smashing Pikachu. Luigi, I would hit it, but I'd have to get a few drinks in me first. Actually, the reverse. Mario, I would need a few drinks. Mario would need a lot of drinks. Luigi, I could do it with like one drink. A shot at least for courage. A shot for courage. Peach, I'm gonna smash, but I don't think I'd enjoy it very much. Daisy, I would smash, and I think we'd both enjoy it. Bowser, I'm hitting that. I'm hitting that. And Bowser loves fat bitches, so I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be. Bowser loves a fat bitch, so I know it's gonna be good. He's an eater for real, so I know it's gonna be good for sure. I'm smashing Sheik, but only in costume. Zelda, I'm actually not gonna smash because I just don't think she's attractive. I'm sorry, but Sheik, yes, I would. Dr. Mario is the same as Mario, so I'm gonna say no because I hate the Doctor fit. I do. I'm smashing Marth. I'm smashing Lucina. I'm not smashing Young Link. I'm not smashing Ganondorf. Hot take, but I'm not gonna smash Ganondorf. I'm smashing Roy. I'm smashing Chrome. Mr. Game. I'd make out with Mr. Game. We wouldn't smash though. I'm not smashing Meta Knight, but we'd go out for drinks. I don't know how I feel about Pit. I know it's controversial, but I've never felt that way towards Ganondorf. It's controversial, I know. Me and Wario are not touching each other at all. I'm actually filing a restraining order against Wario. I'm not smashing Snake. I'm gonna smash Ike. Pokemon Trainer, we'd smash, but like I don't know if it'd be good. I'm putting a restraining order on Wario. He's gonna steal everything out of my house. Robin, I'm gonna smash. Shulk, I'm gonna smash. Bowser Jr. is my son. I'm not gonna smash Ken or Ryu. I will absolutely obliterate Cloud. He would have to file a restraining order against me. I'm hitting Cloud on the bed, on the floor, in the bathroom, on the bathroom floor, on the kitchen counter, on the kitchen floor, in the living room, on the living room rug until the room stunk. He would be sick of me. Absolutely. Corin, yes. I'm actually not gonna smash Bayonetta, but we would make out. I just think it's not like I couldn't handle all of that. It's more so I don't really want to. Like, she's kind of like auntie, you know? But we'd make out. But we'd make out. Like, we'd have a few drinks and we'd make out with each other and maybe we'd cop a feel here and there. But, like, I couldn't go all the way because, like, I just feel some type of way about it. We couldn't go all the way. But we'd make out a lot. Inkling, I'm not doing anything with that because that feels like my kid. Steve, I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna smash Minecraft Steve. And then Sephiroth, I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna smash, but it'd be dangerous. It'd be really dangerous. I'd have to bring protection. When I say that, I mean chainmail. I don't mean condoms. I mean like a weapon. It'd be dangerous. We need safe words. I think I need handcuffs for him, not for me. It'd be dangerous, but I'd do it at least the one time. At least the one time. And that's how I feel about that. And there's other characters, but that's a small overview. Oh no, because if Cloud is in there, I'm hitting Cloud again. I'm hitting that again. Sephiroth can watch, but I'm hitting that shit again. Cloud can't be in the same room, and I'm not hitting that shit again. I'm hitting that shit again. You joking? Bring me my strap. I'm hitting that shit again. I'm hitting that shit again. Most definitely. Sephiroth wouldn't even be a sight on my eyes. I'm hitting that shit again. Anyway, that's how we're gonna end off the stream. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Good thing I have a later work day, so I get to go to sleep. Actually get to go to sleep and rest tonight. Wow. It should be nice. Oh my god, I'm really hoping that lasagna is defrosted because lasagna sounds so good right now. If that lasagna is not defrosted, bro, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Saturday though, Tamagotchi is gonna be so much fun. By threatening Cloud, it's not a threat. You think pegging is a threat because you don't want to be pegged. What if Cloud likes me pegging him? You don't know that. You've never had my strap. You don't know how good it is. Not that I'm offering it to you. It's a fucking reward. Saying it like it's a punishment. It's a fucking reward. What if he loves it? You never had it before? It's like talking about a cheesecake factory, but you've never been. Well, I say that about a lot of characters, but if I gave him my strap, he'd probably like it. Probably love it. In fact, actually. That's how I feel about it. You know, out of all the characters that I've talked about, Sans Undertale is the one character that I actually do genuinely believe would want a restraining order against me. Every other character, I feel like they'd be freaked out, but they'd be okay. Sans Undertale is the one character I can truthfully say, like, he would actually, like, really be, like, really off-put by me if he was real. Like, canon-wise, I do think he would be a little off-put by me. because I'd want him really bad, and he would be like kind of freaked out by my intensity. Canon wise, do I delusionally believe that I'd get him to swing around? Yes. In my head, I'm built different. I have so much charisma. I'm actually goated with the sauce. I truthfully believe that I'd be able to get him around to my side. I believe this in my heart. I'm a pleasure to be around and a pleasure to be in. So I think he'd like me, but I have to admit to myself, I'm coming with some high intensity for Sans Undertale. So coming with high intensity. Be like, what the fuck? Be a little freaked out. I can say that. Every other person that I've ever talked about, I think they'd be perfectly fine with me. I just say I need a restraining order because, like, my intensity would be a lot. Sans Undertale is the only one that would actually really want it, though. In canon wise. But I wouldn't listen to that restraining order anyway. If Sans Undertale was real, I deadass wouldn't even listen to the restraining order.
When it was time to add the sound to the car.
What was that fucking restraining order? What the fuck? I wouldn't listen to that. That wouldn't keep me away. Are you fucking joking? If Sans Undertale was real, oh my god, the restraining order wouldn't be enough. You have to kill me. The restraining order wouldn't be enough. You're gonna have to deal with me if you want me gone. You're gonna have to deal with me. What? Joking. You're joking. That's not gonna happen. Restraining order can't keep our love apart. What? Anyway. I literally say that all the time and nobody knows what I'm talking about. But I literally say that all the time. You're gonna have to kill me. She's so good in Ozark. So good in Ozark. Literally so good in that episode. I literally see that all the time. If you want that, you're gonna have to kill me. It plays in my head like on a loop. But deadass, like, if he wants me gone, he's going to have to deal with me. He's going to have to deal with me. He'd have to use those bones against me, and what's worse is I'm into that. I'm into that. So he'd be even more freaked out, because I'm into that. Bring the bones out. You don't know, Sans, but I'm a monster lover. You don't know this about me. Yes, yes. Anyway, I'm gonna end that. I'm gonna end stream on that. Me being overly freaked out about Sans Undertale. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned into stream today. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, doing the thing with me as per usual. I know there's no music playing because I turned it off. It's because I turned off the music. Thank you. I really do appreciate everybody doing the thing with me because your time is valuable, and I really do appreciate everybody hanging out with me. If no one told you today, you are in fact loved, valued, and appreciated. You are. You're so loved, you're so valued, and you're so appreciated. You deserve to hear that every single day of your life, and I'm happy to be one person this lifetime that tells you that you're loved, you're valued, and you are appreciated. You are. I'm gonna be back on Friday. Yes, I'm gonna be back on Friday. It's gonna be good, great, grand, fantastic. And I'm gonna do another just chatting stream, and hopefully I'll have more energy on Friday, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I had some pretty good energy today, but we'll see how it goes on Friday. I'm gonna raid V because they're doing an art stream, and I like to raid other artists because I'm an artist myself. Like I said, I'm gonna be back on Friday, and doing another just chatting stream, and then Saturday is Tomodachi Life. It will be a full Tomodachi Life stream, no just chatting. I'm gonna just jump into it because I actually do have a lot of stuff to do in Tomodachi Life that I haven't done yet. Mostly building. I got a lot of building stuff and like pathways and stuff like that I gotta do. So we're gonna try and knock that out on Saturday's stream if I haven't already done it by the time Saturday rolls around. Yes. Okay, as always, if you want to follow me, I'm active on all my socials, and I'll see you next time. Bye.